Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Punk's Not Dead, the Cyberpunk Red actual play live from the Shadowcasters Network on Twitch.
Woo!
Yeah! All right.
We've taken a 3-week break because the winter allergies have come and have just been the best. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Thanks, Colin. But now we're back. Did you miss us? The answer, of course, is probably. How is everybody?
Doing good. How's everybody else?
Keeping it real. Keeping it real.
Yeah.
Keeping it punk.
We had a good GM discussion, or just discussion about tabletop RPGs when you weren't able to GM us 2 weeks ago. But we had a blast discussing stuff, and I think now we get to come back with fresh eyes in the system. Hopefully we'll remember how to play it.
It'll be fine. We have Oz was nice enough to load up the Roll20 with like 70 different tutorials, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Might be a slower session from us, but it's fine because with the recap you will remember just how fucked you are. Woo! Anyway,
right? We're in a bit of a pick.
Before we begin, I did want to make one announcement.
Yes.
For those of you who watch the Sprawl, or watch our game of the Sprawl here on the network, Myson, who plays Whistleblower, is currently GMing for Extra Life. So please go ahead and help out. They're raising money for local hospitals, local children's hospitals. So and they're actually GMing a game right now. I don't know what stream they're doing it on. It's probably on that link we put in chat, but that would be extra-life.org/participant/Shadowrun Indie. So please go and support. Yeah.
But also stay and watch us too. We would like that.
Yeah. Like you could still donate. Like you could go donate.
Yes.
And decide which stream is more important to you. And then
So either way,
man. He's cool.
Give them money, and then if you have some left over, give us money.
There you go.
And then also look, just someone make a multi-Twitch link and play both of us at the same time, regardless of audio differences, and just deal with it.
Make one like lower in volume and one higher. So like,
and you know which one to make lower.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, they're actually, I believe right now he is GMing for Mr. Johnson and Hayes from our Ecology podcast. So
Nice.
Just pointing that out in case you have like mega fans. Don't mind sending them over some love, but
for sure. Yeah, go help sick children.
Yeah.
Now, just a reminder for this game here, I did kind of a little bit of a segue, talk about giving us money, though you don't have to. If you do manage to topple the stream boss, which can be done with follows and subs and tipping and bits and any form of support to the stream. Once the stream boss is defeated, a re-roll of dice gets added to the pools of both the players and the GM for this game, and that'll keep them from dying and help me kill them. I mean, it helped me roll. Though, if you did see the first 2 episodes, I've been rolling terribly. So, re-rolls.
We've all been rolling terribly.
It's for me it's been like miss, and for you guys it's been hit or miss, it seems. But other than that, why don't we introduce our cast a little bit and their characters here as we reintroduce ourselves to Cyberpunk. So, Scrim.
Hello, my name is Scrim, and I will be playing Mirth, the undercover cop, who is attempting to figure out what's going on behind the human trafficking conviction that splashed across the news a couple of years ago. He's been pulled into this through a mysterious message containing a file labeled Vance, and has been alongside these other two, trying to figure out what's going on, get to the bottom of everything.
Paige.
Hi, I'm Paige. I'll be playing Misfit, who is a rocker boy, quite literally, except that without the boy. She is a female. She plays in a band called Toxic Rage with her bandmates that I'm not going to list all at once because there are a couple that I'm not remembering off the bat by name.
How could you not remember Hendrix, Lola, Phil, Ted, and Bill?
There you go. And yeah, and she got twisted up in this plot by just being in a band and wanting to help out. She had information and down with corporations and government politics. So
it was actually a name that she knew that the other two didn't, and she was able to provide information on a specific person, which we'll get into. But everyone has their role in things. And speaking of, Oz.
Hi, my name is Oz, and I am playing Mars. She is a netrunner, and boy, is she sassy and does not give a damn about nothing. No, I mean, she does. She's pretty, I don't know, she's pretty moral, I guess, but she's just very, gutsy. Ballsy. I think that's probably the best description I have of her. And they're currently in a situation that she's just like, yeah, this is fine. It's not
This
fine.
is fine.
Not
Fire
fine.
everywhere.
She's like, yeah, she's like,
They shot a gorilla, for God's sake. All right. And I'm Trav, the GM who's going to be making a lot of stupid voices and faces. So get ready for that. But now that you've been reintroduced to the universe here, why don't we go ahead and reintroduce ourselves to the shitstorm that is what these people have gotten themselves into. All right, let me look for some nice music here. So, last time on Cyberpunk Red, the gang decided to get some vegan omelets from an establishment, a diner called the Egg and Keg, run by a man by the name of Ted Bronson. After getting all of their special orders, they discussed what to do next with the information they'd been given. The information being the file labeled Vance with a diagram of different amounts of money being moved between bank accounts, both offshore and on, and finding a little discrepancies here and there. And just upon happenstance, finding out that the three of them had been connected in some way. They found that Misfit was connected previously to a woman by the name of Spider, who runs with a gang called the Arachnid at their base called the Web. And so they found that Spider may have something to do with this conspiracy of human trafficking that somehow both Misfit Mars and Mirth are connected to, Misfit being connected to Spider, who was connected to all of that. When they found out that she was also going to be connected to human trafficking, whoa, conspiracies. But anyway, as they were discussing all of this in their next plan of attack, they decided the gang would try to infiltrate the Arachnids, or confront the Arachnids by infiltrating their home base, the Web. On the way in the band's van, they decided, they devised a plan. They landed on pretending that Misfit was a peace offering for the Arachnid, since her and Spider were not on the best of terms. So showing up with her as their prisoner, they managed to talk themselves through the front door, where all of their weapons had been confiscated. I've been saying that word wrong, apparently. There's no in in confiscated. Damn you, public school. So they were escorted after having their weapons confiscated. They were escorted by a very, very large Danny Trejo lookalike named Tarantula, through what seems to be a sort of shanty town inside of a warehouse. seeing that there's quite a few people in here with quite a lot of armaments, as they scoped their way through. But they managed to, once they got through, they met Spider, who had a not even bittersweet, just bitter reunion with Misfit. Just very bitter. Just a lot of nastiness with that one. A lot of hate, a lot of not fun, and some negotiations were had, and slowly but surely the gang found that they were in a worse situation than they previously thought. Though they were able to talk their way into discussion about a man named Lyle Burke, who is thought to be the head of the human trafficking ring out of the docks of Night City. Unfortunately, this led Misfit to have a bag over her head and escorted away from the other two, while the other two were forced to keep their eyes forward, so they weren't able to keep a bead on where she was, ending off with Spider inviting them all to have a discussion about Lyle Burke. And here we are.
T-Cat asks an important question. Where's the Jason Momoa lookalike at this moment? Is he with us or is he with Misfit?
You mean Danny Trejo?
Oh, Danny Trejo.
There is no Jason Momoa lookalike. I think
No.
Sorry,
T-Cut.
my apologies.
I think T-Cut was just asking where the Jason Momoa lookalike was. There is none.
Ah, okay.
But
sorry.
when there
Jason Momoa
is,
lookalike
I will
T-Cup.
swoon.
That's kind of what I imamed, though, that he looked like
Yeah.
Jason
No,
Momoa.
the
No.
description was
No.
if Danny Trejo ate Danny Trejo.
Thank you. So he's
My
very
apologies.
large, and
Not confused.
he has an experienced face, mustachioed, with a kind of a constant grimace, like Danny Trejo does.
Line for a
It's
mouth.
funny because Danny Trejo is a lovely man, and he does not make that face all the time, but he's always typecast as men who go. So, yeah.
Anyway,
No,
who is
but-
it?
So Tarantula is the one escorting Misfit to a different location, and you guys are sat here at the end of sort of a like makeshift hallway, where Spider and another arachnid are sitting. The other arachnid has the goggles on. Remind me what those are called again? Oz? Those are
Virtuality
the
goggles.
Virtuality goggles. And he's just kind of in his own little thing going on.
Can you remind me what I was close to? I was looking at the systems. I know that there's a power box, the snow globe hologram projector,
Right.
and something in the floor on the right side of the building. What am I? What
And
was
then
I close to again?
there was another one. There
There's
was
a
another
terminal
one on
upstairs,
the second
yeah.
floor as well.
Yeah, there's a terminal upstairs, but that's irrelevant to me right now.
So where you are, I would say it's closer to the snow globe, which is on the. So you are facing Spider, and then the wall you're facing is the left wall of where you entered from, because you guys basically walked all the way to the other end and turned left.
Okay.
And so the conveyor belt there on that far wall is the one that has the snow globe on it. And but that's separated by one of the little shantytown walls.
It seems like so tempting to do, but also so possibly pointless. It's like a 50-50 shot as to whether or not this is worth a damn for me. But I will turn on that snow globe somehow. Anyway. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So is Spider alone in the room except with that dude in the virtuality goggles?
So there's I said this in the last episode. It has been 3 weeks, so I will refresh you on you basically hear everything that's happening here. These are not thick walls. So though you guys are at line of sight, it's just you four, with the guy sort of being in his own little techie world. You get the feeling that everyone else can hear what's going on. So it's like you have walls of visual privacy, but like they'll be able to hear if you try anything, basically.
Right, because it's like a shanty town. It's probably like propped up.
Right. There's no
plyboard
ceiling to any
plywood.
of the walls. It's just a wall structure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's propped up
Cubicle,
plywood.
like.
Yeah, basically.
And there was another question I was going to ask. We are not currently in visuals of the turrets that are on the second floor. Just a reminder, there are turrets in this fucking building.
Just a reminder, they are mounted miniguns with LED strips on them. So the turret may make you think that they're automated, but these may not be.
Right. And then there's also like little small puck fixtures here and there that are spider drones.
Yes.
And I don't see any of those right now around me. Or do I?
If you're looking around, you might see some pucks here and there, but you think you saw one of them move.
Okay.
Yeah, right
cool.
now
I just wanted to get my bearings.
Yeah. It's been 3 weeks since you looked at me, so gotta get the reminder going there.
Yeah. It's actually been a lot less because we played Jackbox, but whatever. Anyway.
That's true. No, I don't mean I made a bare naked ladies reference. Get over it. You guys are in front of Spider.
I don't know the bare naked ladies. I'm sorry.
I got you, Trav. I got you.
Thank you.
You lost me too. I'm with you.
All
All right.
All right. Well, okay. So Mirth, you level up.
You get your own minigun.
So you guys are standing in front of Spider as Misfit is carried away, and Spider says, "So, let's talk about Lyle Burke. You're so interested in him. What is it you're wanting to know?"
What dealings did you have with him?
Well, the man needed volunteers, which he got for a while, but then he stopped getting them, so he needed to pay someone else to be a volunteer, and that's what we did.
So you helped him to track down potential volunteers for him to ship to other locations?
We were tasked with getting people to the dock.
And these are specific people, you said, or are these
people? Just people.
So anybody.
didn't,
He didn't have a specific fetish?
Not that he disclosed to us.
So he made no specific requests about the demographic of people. Could you be just anyone?
Well, I don't know, demographic. He wanted unassuming people. I don't know, just people.
Young, old, male, female?
Didn't really seem to care on those terms. Obviously, I don't think he wanted us to grab anybody of public importance, but...
Did you succeed at that?
At what?
Did you ever grab someone of public importance by mistake?
No, that's a lot harder to do by mistake.
Easier to find.
No, I think looking for trouble is a lot harder to do than just, grabbing the crumbs.
And what ended your relationship with Burke?
Not enough money.
He was stiffing you, or you demanded more?
He stopped giving it.
Was this before or after his after he was accused of the human trafficking ring?
Oh, this is after.
So he got caught, he stopped paying up, and there went the operation. Okay.
Well, it wasn't immediately after, no.
So it was still going while he was being investigated?
Sure. I mean, how suspicious would it look if someone told on him and then all of it immediately stopped?
Where did you source these people?
The streets?
And when you say the docks, do you have a specific address, ship? What's...
Just wanted us to bring them to the docks, and some other people took care of it. We
so
were
there's
just
always a
delivery
specific drop-off
service.
point?
Basically,
It
yeah.
didn't vary? It was always the same spot?
Always the same spot.
Mind giving us that spot?
Why?
Because we asked nicely.
Sure, but what is the importance of this whole situation to you?
I don't know if that matters to you.
Well, I mean, if for some reason your exploits after this little meeting here are gonna put me in deep shit, I'd rather that not happen.
Don't worry, it's not you who's in shit.
Yeah.
Then who is?
It's Burke. It's interesting to hear where his supply was coming from because I had an order out and he never fulfilled it. So
you had an order out, you said? So you were
I was one of his clients, yes.
You're one of his clients. Okay. Well, interesting. So you're trying to get revenge on Burke for not holding up his end of your bargain?
He owes me interest.
So why kill all those band members rather than take them?
Take them? Well, it sounds from the operation that you were running that I wouldn't have had the quality of person I was looking for, and those people are not what I needed. I had a specific request.
Can you make a fibber test?
A persuasion?
Oh, was it persuasion for lying?
I don't know. Okay, hold on. We have
It's been a bit.
Skills. Persuasion says convince, persuade, or influence. That sounds right.
Yep,
Yeah,
it's gotta be
okay.
because there's no other else.
There's
Yeah,
also
use,
conversation to extract info through careful conversation, but I don't know if that's.
This is mainly
More
for
bald-faced lie.
you're lying.
That's a 15.
Oh, 15. Are you comfortable
Great roll.
with that?
I don't know, guys. Do you think I should? This one's important. We have 2 rerolls.
It's just your roll is so in the middle.
Yeah,
That it's
could go up or down.
it's a 50-50 shot of being better or worse. It's like
10's not a terrible bonus, but it's not an amazing bonus. I think I'm gonna keep it.
Okay.
5's okay.
Okay. I'm actually trying to refresh myself on if I just use a difficulty value table or if I actually roll for the other person. I forgot what it was to judge character sort of thing. It's fine. It's fine. I'll pick a way to go about it.
I believe. Oh, you would roll human perception.
Human perception?
Yeah. That would
Okay.
be the counter skill.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, boy.
So that was.
You'll be fine. You'll be
I
fine.
apologize, chat. I apologize, chat. It has been a little bit.
There's no need to apologize, okay? We got this.
Yeah.
I think that's a Bare Naked Lady song too. No need to apologize. Somewhere that I'm so bad at song lyrics.
What did ties go to defense or opposition?
Ooh.
Oh, you know what? I
wanna-
forget. I think this might be the one where it goes to the opposition.
Yeah, I want to say it's like Shadowrun, where if you tie the person
Or
that
D&D.
gets it.
How is so?
So I'm the aggressor
You're the aggressor.
in this
She's
case.
the defender. I forget where ties go.
I'm pretty sure because I studied these two systems at the same time. Mutants and
Yeah.
Masterminds flips it so that ties go to defender, and this one keeps it as the usual where tie goes to the aggressor. But we can look it up. Look it up. Let's look it up. Oh God, please be to the
This
aggressor.
is important.
She got a crit and then rolled a 1 for her crit roll.
That's
So she
amazing.
rolled 14 and then got a 1 to tie with you.
That's amazing.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no! So Google
That's initiative.
Help.
red ties.
I
I think
grab.
Cyberpunk Red game system defenders always win on ties.
See, that's why I
Yeah,
remember,
there it
because I
is.
remember Anarchy was the same way. That's how I remembered it. Yeah.
I just found it.
So she looks at you. Thank you for the bits. She looks
Thank
at you
And also thank you to Nubisaur for the sub.
up and down. And
Which
she
means we have a
says-
reroll.
Oh, hey, there you go. So she looks you up and down, and she says, "So you were his client, and you were buying human beings."
You say that as though it disgusts you, and yet you were supplying human beings.
No, it doesn't disgust me as much as it just sounds, I don't know. You don't look the type to me. What were you buying them for?
That's none of your business.
Plus, whoever
not.
really looks the type.
I don't know.
Lots
He's
of
the one who said
creepers,
it.
lots of normal looking creepers end up buying people. That's how they get away with it.
Sure.
Aren't I a normal looking creeper?
Creepers aren't usually as broad as you are.
So Mirth can't tell, like I have no human perception, cannot tell that she gets it and does not get sarcasm. And so he says, "Are you going to give us the answers we're looking for or not?"
I don't know. I thought we were in a space of truthfulness, but it seems as though you're not being as truthful with me.
right,
Actually, I
fine.
thought we were in a space of negotiation where we gave you what you wanted and you have yet to give us what we want. So I don't think it gives a damn in these situations what we tell you. It's up to you to
Sorry.
tell us what we need to know.
Our negotiation was me talking to you about Lyle Burke in exchange for you giving me Misfit after you murdered all of her friends.
Yeah, and this still
So-
has to do with Lyle Burke.
Okay. And that's fine. But I'll remind you whose house you're in. And I'll remind
My
you
roof, young lady.
that you're grounded. And I'll remind you that I agreed to talk to you about Lyle Burke. And I would like as much information as I need to ascertain that the information I give you is not going to come back and bite me in the ass. Okay? So,
All right.
Yeah. Hold
I
on. Honestly, here's the thing. While that may be the case in a normal household, the thing is, the more that you fuck with us, the more likely it is that we are going to turn it around on you and fuck you over because you're being kind of a bitch. So maybe instead you just tell us and we let this all be simple and easy and straightforward. But the more you keep dancing around this, the more pissed off we're getting.
I think it's time for a face down.
Yeah.
between Mars and Spider here.
Oh shit.
Mars, you're gonna have a -1 to this one.
Right.
Because you are in her domain here.
Totes. Yeah, and I don't have any reputation with her. She don't know who I am.
Right. So is it just a cool roll?
Cool.
It's just cool.
Plus
Cool.
1d10, yeah.
All right.
So I have a plus 8, but with a -1, that is a plus 7.
I didn't
Actually,
mean
wait,
to do that one.
Yeah. That's a 12. Fuck that. I think I might re-roll that.
Might as well. We have 3 now.
Would you like to?
Yeah. Would make it worse? I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know,
Yeah.
Oz, are you comfortable with this level of success?
How does it feel?
You know what? Honestly, here's my line of thought. If this fucks up, then we need those rerolls to fight our way out. So I'm keeping it.
True.
Keeping it?
I'm keeping it.
Okay. So you guys tied again.
God.
So what happens in a tie? Because in this one, there's no.
Nothing.
They're unsure
So-
and nothing happens. Yeah.
Yeah, so both of you are kind of in this heated stare down. And like the guy that's like was doing his thing, like kind of like looks in her direction. Like he still has the headset on, but his head tilts towards her, and she kind of looks at him and looks at you. And she says, "Look, I'm trying to have a discussion here, and you, with your little pissy intimidation, is not going to get anyone anywhere. So if you'd like to continue discussing this, I already have your friend here. So if we want to continue talking, that's all fine and dandy. But if you're going to get your panties in a twist, love, I'm going to need you to leave." So, like I said, we have Misfit already, and I'm trying to talk to you. I want to make sure my ass is covered. I'm sure you understand.
Fine, your ass is covered.
So, you, and she looks at Mirth, you seem like you're, I don't know, trying to act rawer than you are. Rawer. That's a weird word, right? It's not a word at all, actually. Fuck off.
You sound like a dinosaur.
Yeah, I know. So, Lyle Burke, you're not buying people from him. Are you trying to like take down his operation or something? Are you like a hero?
Look, no. I'm sorry I misled you. It is more personal than that.
Okay, but it's a revenge thing, and you're going for him specifically.
Yes.
Okay, that's all I care about. So as long as you make sure that the arachnid aren't, shafted with what you do, it's fine. I don't give a shit.
All right.
Okay.
Is there anything else you can tell us about him?
Well, what are your...
Well, it seemed like you were implying that his operations were still going on.
They
even though
were.
He stopped paying you.
It's been a year since those allegations came out, and it's been a few months since he stopped paying us, so we stopped delivering. So again, like if there's more specifics you want, then just ask me and I'll let you know. And then we'll cut to a pitch black bag. Misfit, you're walking and you're just kind of being turned all around. And you feel like you may be walking up steps, but then you're walking down steps again, and then you're spun around, and it feels like you're just being like, for you in a bag, it feels like you're in the middle of a bunch of people who are just pushing you back and forth between each other because you just can't tell what's going on right now.
Can I hear my friends speak still? Like, is there a fate? Like,
no,
I still hear them?
No. As you turned the corner, you were able to hear like the sounds of their voices, but then it's kind of drowned out. Yeah, but now it's drowned out by like everyone else.
Okay.
You hear the guy on the minigun. He's kind of, you hear like the minigun like whir up and then like stop whirring, and then just people laughing and yelling, and it's kind of just a big mess. And with you not being able to see now, it's like your vision was cut off, and for some reason your brain is kind of like, I can't hear anything, but then you're like, it's not helping that you're being shoved around. Yeah.
But at least I know that I heard the machine gun, so that means I'm on the second floor.
Well, yeah. So it came when you heard it. It was from above you, but yeah, it's like on and off constantly. So this guy keeps like spinning it, and so like one moment it's above you, the next it's behind you, the next it's right next to you.
Okay.
And yeah, so you feel yourself being slowly like led into an area. Like before it was kind of like being tugged around and everything, but now you're like moved in, and then you're sat down, and you still have the bag on your head, and then you hear footsteps walk away.
Okay. Do I have like that feeling that you get when your dog's staring at you and you're like, someone's staring at me, and then you look?
I don't know. Do you?
I don't know. Not right now.
Okay. Then you don't have that feeling.
All right. Do I feel tied down?
You had your they put handcuffs on you before.
Oh, okay.
When they led you in, and so you still have those like cuffs on you.
I'm gonna try to stand then.
All right. Yeah, you stand up.
Can I? Can I bend over and shake off my hood that's on my head?
Yeah, okay, so you bend over and start like moving your head, and then you hear like, hey, and you feel like a big hand on your shoulder, and you're sat back down again.
All right.
And he's like, what the fuck? Stop. And he stops back off again.
I'm gonna try it again since he walked off.
You stand back up, and you hear another voice that says, my God, Tarantula, could you just tie her to the chair? All right. Yeah, he grabs you again, sits you down. He's like, hey, you're gonna get me in trouble. Knock it off. And you feel like your hand,
chair.
but now like he's put your hands around the chair, and the slack that they gave you, that your friends gave you for your handcuffs, is now tightened.
Okay, I forgot that they did that. Honestly, yeah. I forgot that happened.
But now now it's on the chair. And you hear, so you hear big man kind of stomp to the side, and there's another. You hear his footsteps. You don't hear any other footsteps. And then all of a sudden, the bag on your head is ripped off, and then there's like light in your eyes and everything.
Yeah.
And once you sort of adjust, you're in a completely different room. It's a lot smaller. From what you can see from your vantage, there's a door and there's windows on your left side that look out onto the balcony of the warehouse. And it seems like this was like an office space before, maybe because of like how the windows are situated and everything. But you're sat and you're looking at a window that goes into another sort of nondescript room. And then a voice from very close behind you, you hear say, I'm sorry, who are you?
Yeah, Misfit just kind of trying to do this to look to see who's behind her.
Yeah, you do that and you're not able to see anybody.
Yeah, she just kind of does this face for a minute. She goes, I'm sorry, you're the one that put the bag over my head and works for you should know me.
Works for Spider? And you don't hear this guy's footsteps at all, but you see a figure walk in front of you. He's very tall and he's very skinny, and there's a trench coat that he's wearing. It's this like long cloth. It's almost like a sort of like a dressy pea coat, but it has LEDs all over it. And he turns to look at you, and he has long white hair that comes to about shoulder length. And there's a chair in front of you, and he sort of grips the back of the chair as he leans over it. And there's the trench coat, it's opened up, and he's not wearing a shirt underneath it, and the dude is just super pale. Like, this is a vampire.
Yeah.
Like I've heard of vampires, and I think this is a vampire.
Yeah.
And this guy kind of looks at you with his, he's one of those people that has the weird, like his eyes are such a dark brown that they're almost black, like his irises.
Okay.
But he leans in on you and he says, I don't work for Spider. I'm the leader of the Arachnid. Do you know where you are? Who are you?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people would know me. And she kind of looks around a bit.
He looks at he has a very kind of blank look on his face, and he looks over to Tarantula, and Tarantula kind of shrugs. He's Spider knew her. It's like, okay, so Spider knows her, but I don't. So please act as if I'm the dumbest person ever and tell me who you are.
I'll speak very slowly so you can understand. After all, you want me to treat you like you're dumb, which I don't understand. Why is Spider all like high and mighty then? I mean, she's in a room, in a chair.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I hate to...
I'm sorry, ma'am? I'm pretty young for my age. How dare you?
I'm young for my age.
Allow me to make this clear. You are not in a situation where your smarmy, snarky attitude is going to be accepted.
Clearly.
You're in my home. I do not like you, and you are making me upset.
Well, this is
I don't know why you're here, but if I need to clean up a mess, I will. The quicker you mouth off to me, the quicker I will clean up the mess. Do you understand me?
There's a lot of webs around. You should probably get to cleaning. I'm Misfit, by the way. I'm surprised you don't know.
Misfit.
After all.
My name is Widow. This is my warehouse. I want to know why you're in it.
I was traded for information.
What information? From whom?
A couple of people. They killed my bandmates, and then they brought me to Spider, and Spider and I have a history. So they traded me for information. I don't know what information. I don't even know the guy.
What guy?
The people who kidnapped me.
You know nothing about them.
They don't look familiar. I saw them during a show, and that was it.
So they brought you here to get information from Spider.
Yeah. Are you cold? I mean, your jacket's open and stuff. Also, you're very pale. Are you sick?
He kind of like looks. He looks at the camera like he's on The Office. We cut back to our other two having a meeting with Spider. she says, "Are there any more specific questions you might have?"
Location of the docks that you were, like, specifically where you were transporting people. That's a start.
The docks. That's the specific location. We
Yeah,
just
but you
brought
had a
them to
specific
the
drop-off
docks.
point.
The
at
drop-off
those
point
docks.
was the docks. We brought them
Just
to
leave
the
people
docks,
wandering around.
and other people took them. We basically just brought them to the docks. It is the docks. That's what I'm telling you. They were
And you
on the
just
docks.
dropped them off there and never
There
saw
was
who
other-
picked them up.
There was other
no-
people there to collect them.
What did
We
these people
assumed
look
they were
like?
just
Who
Burke's
were they?
cronies. I don't know. They had some uniforms on and helmets that covered up their face. I don't know. You've seen these corpo people, like the what is it called? Hold on, sorry. This isn't her stuttering. This is me. I'm trying to remember the
Militech?
medic, not military. What is the medic team? Like the high priority, like trauma team.
Trauma team.
She's, you've seen the trauma team guys. They always love their big military helmets, and like big corpo people always like to wear their stupid armor. They looked like that.
And were you paid through this bank? And he says the name of the local bank that we
Yeah.
tracked his payments to.
What information? How do you know that?
He shrugs and he says, "We've been looking into this for a while."
Yeah, it's not as
Okay.
covered up as you might think. So if you want us to
Great.
clean this up for you faster, you might want to give us more information.
Okay, so you just have my bank? What, do you have my bank numbers?
I didn't know that was your bank. I knew that was his bank, but good to know.
He doesn't own the bank. I bank through them.
Interesting. Yes, I didn't know that you did. I guess he must have specifically had to. Okay, interesting. And he kind of trails off and says, You've given us new information, Spider. That's much appreciated. And did you have any specific contacts that let you know when he was looking for people?
There was a couple of dudes who got in touch ever so often. They would just kind of leave a message.
And was there some kind of drop point, or was it electronic?
It was electronic.
Do you have any? Was it any consistent contacts that were sending it, or was it always a different number?
It's always there was no number. They just kind of contacted us through unknowns. So they could be using a different device every time. I don't know. But what I do know is that the same guys that got into touch with us were also the guys that were handling the money for him.
Got it. Any way we can track them down?
They had us on a need to know, and we didn't.
Got it.
So I don't know. They had some stupid street names. What was the? Hey, what was that name? And the guy next to her, he was like, "Oh, we were making fun of him. He's like a butler. He's at your house, and he has the tray. It was
Wilson.
Wilson. It was like,
Jeeves.
it was like, oh, I don't know. Yeah, dude, Jeeves. That was the, like, what kind of stupid ass name is that? I don't know what kind of stupid ass name is House.
He's a house spider. I get it.
So, yeah. Jeeves, I
It's
guess
Jeeves, not like Alfred or.
No, Alfred would have been normal. No, Jeeves. Like, are we watching some? I don't know. It's stupid, but yeah, that name does ring a bell. I don't recall the other guy, but I assume you do with that look.
So I have an interrogation. I'm trained in interrogation.
Okay.
With like kind of Mirth's rapid fire questioning. He's trying to get her to like volunteer something that he didn't ask.
Right.
Can I use interrogation to roll for that?
Sure.
Or conversation.
I don't have conversation. Surprise.
What?
17.
Okay. 17. Wow, you guys tied at. No, I'm joking. No, so yeah, okay, yeah, you're able to get something out of her. I'm trying to think what that was. I mean, honestly, that being her bank and the name, like the Jeeves, like knowing like the guys, you'd already kind of gotten like the big ones out of her, I think. But I would say with the interrogation skill, you would know that like she's like a lot uneasier than she was when she started all this, and like when she's kind of like, she gave you names a bit easier because she's kind of not comfortable with the situation anymore.
Okay.
But you could tell. I would say with interrogation, you could tell that like she's kind of been forthcoming with the other information. Like, yeah, the guys that contacted her were also the ones that handled the money. And I would say she says like those two guys. We like had kind of asked around about them, and apparently they're his like go-to guys, you know. Well, I mean, it kind of figured because they were giving us the money and you know, making all the calls and everything. They were his way of acquiring funds.
All right. You've been very helpful, Spider. Sorry we got off on the wrong foot, but I think that's all I need, Mars, unless you have something else to ask.
Nah.
Okay, well, all right. If that's all, then we'll cut to Misfit. He says, okay, I'm sorry. So you were brought here.
Yeah.
Because two people wanted information from one of my arachnids, and she made the deal just now.
Yeah, I think they're talking about it. You know, I think... Oh, God, what was the guy's name? Start with an L, Burke something, Lionel, Sander, something Burke. I don't know, they were talking about it while I was being dragged here. But yeah, and then I was carted away with, you know, the bag on my head and the whole shtick. I'm sorry if I'm a little snobby more than usual. My bandmates were just murdered, so, you know, and I'm being tied up, and I'm in here. Oh, you have a great view. You've got the balcony. It's atmospheric.
Was Spider complicit in the murder of your bandmates?
Not that I know of, though she would probably have wanted to do it herself.
So the only contact you've had with the arachnid are these people bringing you in?
Oh, Spider and I have dated before. She was part of my band before, and then she got involved in like this human trafficking thing, and I was not about that, so I, you know, dumped her, and then she was like, oh, I'm gonna get you for this, and then left. And then ever since we've been, you know, kind of not hunted by her, but more or less just tracked and watched. I believe that she was going to kill them sooner or later, but she was failing at every turn. Just these two randos who apparently knew, so.
That's a lot of words you're saying.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. So I was able to catch the words human trafficking.
Yeah, Spider was involved with human trafficking.
Spider's in trouble with the brass.
What's wrong with that, Widow? You didn't know? You didn't know?
What I want to understand is, again, she has like her own little setup. If you're the leader, why are you up here doing interrogations? Because I'm brought here. She told people to, that guy, that big guy, she told him to take me up here, and they were like pushing me, and like I was in a circle at one point, and then I heard a machine gun, and then I was like being upstairs, and then brought downstairs, and I was like being in a circle again. It was super annoying.
You know, usually we have to ask them to talk. You leave the way my family is ran to me. I will make sure that all of this mess is taken care of. But you have no reason to, I mean, other than Spider, obviously. But the arachnid, this is your one interaction with them other than her. You said she was in a band with you?
Yeah, Toxic Rage.
Are you your Ivy?
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. That name rings a bell. This the Misfit. I hadn't heard that one. Tarantula. So what she's saying, you're seeing is that's the gist of it, right? And then he's like, yeah. That's pretty much it. Yeah. And you see like his hand, he's like, look, he has a very calm expression on his face, but he's kind of like white knuckling the back of this chair.
Did you she like looks at his hands and then looks it up at him. Do you not know that Spider was involved with human trafficking? I mean, she probably made bank on it, so.
Well, if she did, then I'll make sure to clean that up as well.
The bank or the trafficking?
It's so hard for me to keep a straight face.
I'm sorry.
He just kind of stares at you with a blank expression, and then calmly walks to the door, and he opens it up, and he walks outside, and like looks over at you two talking to Spider. And Spider says, well, so you said you were gonna clean this up, right? That's what you those were the words you used.
Mm-hmm.
Great. And like I said, my ass isn't gonna be on the line for this, right?
That's the plan.
Cool. Great. That's awesome.
You know, just don't piss us off.
Look, okay, I know we have this. You have this weird thing where you want to be in control of the situation.
No, I know. You're right. I really shouldn't. It's fine.
Yeah, because I'll have you know.
It's just putting it out there, but I really don't need to beat the dead horse. I know. I get it. We're in a position of power.
Were you saying, Mirth?
Mirth puts a meaty hand on Mars' shoulder and squeezes and says to Spider, no need to escalate the situation further. I believe we can take our leave.
Okay, good. Because if there's anyone who's in control of the situation, it would be Spider. And she like looks up at the balcony, and this guy is leaning over.
You hear a faint, ooh, you're in trouble.
Ooh, mamma mia, papa pia.
Do we actually hear her? Because that would help.
Yeah, you hear like a very faint from the back of the room.
Damn!
Oh shit.
And so she's like, Widow, sir, hi, hello, it's good to see you. It's been a little, shut up. Spider, have you brought people into my nest? Well, you see, these people were visiting. They brought a woman here. Yes, I've met her.
We're really good friends.
We are not.
That's funny.
Excuse
We're
me.
good friends too.
Hi.
Yeah, he looks down at you two, and says, "So, is that true? You came here seeking the arachnid?"
More or less, yep. We were just about to leave.
Why?
Well, we wanted some information about your operations in relation specifically to Lyleburg and human trafficking, and yes, we didn't mean to undermine anyone else's authority.
So you entered under the assumption that the arachnid were in cahoots with a man named Lyle Burke and in the business of human trafficking.
Yep, and we were right. Spider confessed to all of it, so I don't know. So we don't need to play dumb.
Yeah, Spider's like looking at you, like her body says, "Oh God," but her eyes say, "Shut the fuck up." she's like before she had this cadence, but as soon as he came out, she's kind of been like tucked into herself.
Mars very clearly is sort of aware, but not really. She's like piecing it together as this goes, and she's like,
Yeah.
You seem really nervous, so I'm just gonna keep pushing the buttons basically until I figure out that he didn't know.
So you two, I'm sorry, Spider gave you information about our operations. Is this in conjunction with the human trafficking I've been hearing so much about?
Yes, although her information was vague and meandering, it was not terribly helpful. If that matters to you.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was pretty specific. Yeah,
I guess we got the name. Yeah. Well, no. Okay, it was all right.
Names, banks, fixers,
Yes, we did get the bank.
go-betweens. Yeah.
As you guys are having this banter back and forth, you're starting to realize that your voices are the only ones happening now. When this guy came out and said one word, the whole warehouse has been quiet.
It's very quiet.
Thank you, Mirth.
Yeah, Widow is kind of staring at you guys, and he looks back at Misfit. And he'll look down at you two again, and he says, "So, you received information about an operation that Spider was conducting, but the arachnid have not been discussed. Is that what I'm understanding?"
We may have artificially conflated the two, but if she was independent of your actions, then no. I suppose if it was only her, then no. We haven't really talked about arachnids, have we?
Well, let's see. So they were all working for Spider, maybe? I don't know. It was kind of vague.
That part
I feel
was
like
vague.
she might have had control of some, maybe not all. I don't know.
I think these two were in on it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, House has like the goggles are like up on his forehead, and he's like, "Spider, what do you mean he didn't know?" She's like, House, shut the fuck up. He's like,
So I feel like we've really stepped on I feel like I've entered an awkward family dinner. Do you want us to just go? We can just go.
do you not hold any ill will towards the arachnid here? Your visit wasn't really about us, I'm gathering.
No,
Nope.
Nope.
I don't even know who you are. Nice to meet you, though.
Why
very
did
quiet.
you kill this woman's friends?
Ooh.
Because we don't give a fuck.
Would you
Yes,
like
we
to
don't give a fuck.
We really just wanted to get to her, and they were in the way.
like you both to make persuasions? Mirth, I'd like you to make yours at a -1.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. Just you know, the yes, yes, what she said.
Remember, you guys can reroll. When I say
Yeah,
you
I'm
should.
re-rolling. I am re-rolling for sure, because that too is not going to do us any favors.
It just sounds like you guys are gonna get
Mine's fine.
and I think I'll get out of this fine. So,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Okay. Let's do that again. 17.
Better.
Okay. And you're both comfortable with these levels of success.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get much better than a 7.
Okay. Okay. So he nods and says, "All right. So this is an interesting situation you've put me in. I'm now gonna have to kill a woman who didn't deserve it, I'm assuming." And the spider's like,
Are you referring to the woman you're holding captive, or to any points at Spider?
I'm referring to the woman I have sitting in a chair up here whose friends you murdered.
Well, I would say it may be, it may not be necessary to kill her.
Yeah, really. I mean, she was just a bartering chip for Spider so we could talk to her. So if you're not interested in her, then I guess you kind of have the upper hand in this situation.
I'm sorry, you say that these people were just in the way, yet now for some reason you care about this woman.
Not what we said.
I mean, care is a strong word. I suppose you could kill her, but isn't that exactly what Spider wants?
I don't know. Spider, what is it you did want? Spider's like, Mr. Widow, sir, they came in with Misfit as some sort of bargaining chip, and I, having had a personal past with her, thought that maybe we could, I don't know. She's sort of popular with some people, and maybe we could have sold her back to the people who listen to her music. Though I guess they won't be listening now that all of her friends are dead. Phil's not dead. We can sell her back to Phil, right?
Is he just a keyboardist?
Yeah.
That's
Widow-
a lame as fuck band.
Widow just hears Misfit go, ugh, bullshit, in her chair as she's listening to the echoes of what Spider's saying.
Mr. Widow, sure, sir. If you'd like, we can take care of Misfit for you, and if you're quite interested in keeping Arachnid's hands clean, I mean, we already have the murder of one band on our hands. Why not add a lead singer? She's really just a person who hangs around with a band, so.
This is an awkward situation for me, and I would like to clean it as soon as possible, but you'll have to understand that I don't exactly trust two people that I just now know existed. So, are there? Yeah, I know her name because I have heard of her before. If I have seen your faces, if you could tell me your names, then I can trust that you will do the sensible thing, whatever that may be. My interest is making sure the arachnid are not caught up in whatever the fuck is happening right now. So if you're really interested, if you're an interesting fascination with taking care of this woman yourself is all that important to you, I basically would like your names as a way to trust that if you try and fuck me, I will kill you.
I'm gonna look at Mars and see what she's thinking.
You are probably... I feel like Mars would be a faster thinker than Oz is right now.
Yeah.
And faster than Mirth.
So, can I do a human perception on him?
Sure.
I just kind of want to gauge how bad of an idea this is going to be if we give him our names. Like how how quickly he would turn on us or just kind of cause a problem down the line just because he feels like it. So I don't have it, but I do have 5 empathy. So here we go. Oh well, too bad.
That's a bad roll.
Yeah. And then hold on.
Oh, yeah, then you also have to do minus D10.
Yeah. Totes, here you go. It's a 2. I rolled a 2.
Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah, no, I don't know shit. That's great.
Okay.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, he's got a stony expression. Mm-hmm. He just kind of walked out on this balcony and started talking, and everyone is afraid of him, or at least has shown the respect of keeping silent. But he's very hard to read. He barely emotes in his face. And like you guys see him and you're like, is that a vampire? I think that's a vampire. But he's sort of just speaking at you. So you're gonna have to take the words at their value.
Mars is just gonna go look. Okay, but Spider though. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. Mars is gonna go on a limb here. She's gonna say, "This is Jeeves. My name is Yahoo."
One sec. I'm actually gonna do it. I'm gonna do a face down with myself. Okay.
Whew, that's ballsy.
So you say this is Jeeves. So you label yourselves, and Spider goes, "That is not," and Widow says, "Spider, shut up." Jeeves and Yahoo and Misfit. Interesting. I'm sorry, it's weird to me, the reasoning behind wanting her. Why would you want to help get rid of her when she was just a bargaining chip before?
If you don't want our help, we'll leave. I mean, I merely thought that we would improve our working relationship.
Yeah, clearly we came in, we caused a little bit of a disturbance, and so it's probably best for us to just grab, pull, and then you deal with whatever this is. It's basically, do you want to chuck her into a river yourselves, or do you just want someone else to do it?
The problem is not being able to fully trust someone I've met just now. Like, you understand.
Yeah, it seems to be like a running theme around here, so I get it.
Right. Well, this is an unfortunate situation. I would have rather none of it happened at all. And I don't want to... I don't want to go to wanton violence when other things are an option. So,
I'm cool with
Misfit, these people killed your friends and planned to kill you, and you don't seem fazed.
Here's the thing, buddy. You keep me here, you're gonna kill me. At least that's what it seems. They take me, they're gonna kill me. I'm pretty much a walking dead person at this point, so might as well go out with guns blazing and a snarky attitude than blubbering and sad. I'd rather
Why?
not die, but you know.
Why do people want you dead?
A lot of people do. You see, my band, we used to fight against government and politics and try bringing order to the earth once again. A different kind of peace. We used Molotov cocktails on, like, a bunch of different buildings. So a lot of people want us dead. But Spider just seems a little more upset of the way I acted towards her when we broke up. Or maybe she's just holding a grudge. Ask her yourself, she's helped out with multiple different politic bringing downs and government conspiracy theories that we've destroyed until she started getting into human trafficking, which I kicked her to the curb and I hired a new bass player, so. And to be fair, no offense, but this whole place is kind of creepy, and I feel like you would torture me to death, and the other two would probably just shoot me. So, you know, if you want my opinion, I'd rather just be shot.
He kind of like moves his left arm, and like it moves the coat, and there's like a giant pistol on his hip, and he's like, "Well,"
goes, right? Like,
and he says, "I've no interest in torturing you. You're nothing to me. It sounds to me like those people down there murdered all of your friends maliciously and then brought you here to be done with what you will. So if what you're looking for is to be shot, then I can do it right now."
I'll be quiet, Mr. Widow.
No, that's not what I'm saying. You're condemning yourself to death. And you're asking, what is it you want? It seems like this is your green mile. So did you want to be shot, or did you want to be given over to people who I can't guarantee the actions of?
She looks at the pistol. It's a pretty big pistol. I mean, I'd rather live, but like I said, this place is pretty creepy. And unless you're going to live up to your name as a widow, then I'd rather go with the other guys.
Can you give me like a cool? I guess it would be persuasion, because you know that those two aren't going to kill you.
Oh yeah,
so this
definitely.
is basically you lying.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Meanwhile, Mars is trying to like eyeball Mirth. Like, we're very clearly in a we need to go on a hair trigger, basically.
Yeah, this is not a good situation. This guy could explode at any time.
17.
17.
It's
Okay.
funny that you guys are like, oh, this guy could explode, and like Misfit's pushing buttons. Like she's trying to just push buttons because it's fun.
I'm gonna use one of my rerolls.
I think we're in a more volatile
Oh, you're
situation
using a
now.
reroll, you said.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Cute.
So yeah, he looks at Misfit and looks at Tarantula. Whatever. You people are fucking weird. Just give her to them. I am developing a migraine, and this is not how I want my Thursday to go. So, and he's just kind of like, fuck. So Tarantula, like takes the handcuffs and like takes your hand out of him and tries to like maneuver so you're handcuffed again. If you don't do anything, then he just handcuffs you and then moves you out. And Widow will come to the balcony, and he says, "All right, so if you're going to dispose of her, then do what you must, I guess. Misfit, I apologize for the situation you're in, but you have to understand that I'm doing what I need to do to protect my people, and this was not my doing, you being put into this situation. So don't you worry. Spider will be dealt with." But I apologize
understand
for...
completely. Believe me, I understand what it means to protect a family.
Yes. The three of you may leave, and please do not come back.
Okay. And like, as Mars is turning to walk out, she just kind of like gives a glance back to Spider, like, ooh, tough break.
Yeah, he walks down the stairs as he's talking to you guys, and he walks back into that area with Spider, and you guys are walking out, and you just kind of hear you hear him like, what kind of name is Jeeves, right? And Spider's like, yeah, I don't. And you guys have the door closed behind you.
All right. Okay.
So here you are, out the front of the web. Misfit is in handcuffs. You're all here.
We want to keep up the act for sure, because I know
yeah,
the camera's up front, right?
Mm-hmm. You guys are very hesitantly given back your weapons. There's a few now, rather than just Tarantula behind you, who give you your weapons and make you leave, and you're standing out the front of the web. That's where we'll take a break.
Yeah.
We just socialed our way through the gang hideout, guys.
That could have ended very badly.
Now that you guys are outside of the group hideout, I don't know why you guys just didn't tell him that she wasn't actually a bargaining chip.
I was
waiting for you guys to be like, we were just lying to Spider, and then he would have been like, okay.
I was thinking that too, but I was like,
because when I was given a chance of like, all right, why are you here? I was like, I was debating on even saying anything remotely to the real plan, because I just didn't want to be, because like I can't. This is a gang. You don't just be like, we wanted to get into this one person, and sorry you got in the way type of thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I figured the consequences would be far worse if we admitted to him that we lied. That was. I thought he'd be like, well, fuck you, and then all check us.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys soldiered your way out of a spider's nest.
I need to find out what that snow globe is, though.
You may never know. But this isn't the end of this episode of Cyberpunk. Stay tuned. We're gonna take a quick 10-minute break, and so you guys stay hydrated, get up, take a break, use the restroom, do all that fun stuff, and we'll be back.
Get popped.
All right. See you in a bit.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Punk's Not Dead, the Cyberpunk Red actual play from Shadowcasters Network live on Twitch TV.
Woo!
Yeah, we got out.
Yeah, so the gang managed to talk their way out of the web of the arachnid. And no, that isn't a high fantasy forest of danger. It's just a warehouse in the middle of Night City. And now you guys are standing on the front stairs, or I guess the like service ramp that this used to be for this warehouse. And yeah, you've managed to escape. Misfit's still in handcuffs. You guys have all your weapons back, and you have a little bit more information. Well, some of you have a little bit more information. One of you has a lot more information. So yeah, here you are.
Well, let's kind of roughly handle Misfit all the way back to where the still living band is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Your
really
band is
awkward
totally
if
alive.
It's gonna be really awkward if Widow ever hears that Toxic Rage is still playing.
Yeah, things could get complicated.
I think it's safe to assume that he won't listen
No.
to Toxic
Yeah.
Rage. He didn't know you were before, so.
Yep.
But yeah, you guys make your way back to the van, yeah. So you're like at the back of the van. How do you open up the back? Did you just open up the back of the van? Do you guys have like a weird secret knock or something?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, they probably would have a secret knock. It would probably be, I don't know, something that like the first couple of notes of one of their songs or some shit, which Misfit will basically just do with her elbow until it
Yeah.
opens.
And the first notes are dun 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 dun.
Yeah, you do that, and then you open the door, and Ted is like he sticks out, and he has a shotgun in your face, and he's like, "Oh, fuck off! Oh, boss, I told you that knock doesn't work. It's just, come on."
It
Fuck's
works
sake.
though.
All right.
You have yet to shoot me.
Well, it's not even loaded. he throws it back.
What is the point of that?
It's a shotgun, scares people, you know.
It's true.
What's the point of you? Yeah. Fuck off.
Mirth wants to try to kind of intimidate him, just sort of leans over top of him and flexes.
You getting cheeky with me, mate?
Misfit just kind of looks at the two and she goes, Ted does take punches to the face really well, so.
Yeah. Yeah, he still has the two black eyes.
Looking like a raccoon.
You're a mouthy little man.
Hey, be nice to him. But
Didn't
that
you
is
just
why I
suggest
hired-
that I should punch him in the face?
No, I'm just saying he can take punches really well, so if you do fight him, he's got a lot of endurance.
Oh,
Frickin' energized bunny.
So
we
Am
need
I
to talk.
uncuffed?
Yeah,
you have the keys to that, right?
Yeah, we handcuff you.
Yeah. So first off, Misfit, you're a rock star.
Get your game on.
Get your
Yeah.
game on.
Know that if it looked like it was going to go down, we were ready to throw down to keep you safe.
Oh, is Mars actually saying this? I'm sorry. I thought
Mars
you were,
is saying that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Misfit just kind of goes, yeah, that's nice to hear. I mean, I kind of figured, but it's nice to have backup. Plus, I'm kind of happy we talked our way out of it, because I was still tied to a chair pretty tightly.
Yep. And sounds like Spider's fucked. So
Yeah.
win-win, huh?
Yeah, it's out of my hair completely. Infestation gone. Which is gonna be nice.
Now, I suggest that we have the rest of this conversation while we drive the hell away, because all Spider
Yeah.
has to do is say, that wasn't their names, that was all a lie, and then they'll coming after us. So, hit it.
Agreed.
Yep.
Yeah, like Ted like clambers into the front seat. Like Phil was sitting in the front seat, and he like kind of like slaps him with the back of his hand. He's like, oh, oh. And he like climbs over the top of him. He's like, hey, fuck off. And he sits back down in the front seat, and he like rubs the steering wheel, and he's like, oh, you miss me, baby? All right. So eventually you guys get going again.
Oh god.
And you're driving on down the street, and it's like a minute before Ted's like, wait, where are we going?
We need to find this Jeeves character.
I'm assuming the team caught Misfit back up with everything. With
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys said something about
Mars, is there
that.
anything anywhere that would be best for you to look him up?
Jeeves and Yahoo?
I think you just made Yahoo up, but yeah, Jeeves and the other guy.
Yeah, totes. No, I don't feel like looking them up. I actually want to go to the docks.
So I was about to just mention. You guys mentioned the docks, and I want to see if that's still in operation.
Yeah.
Mirth
They were
kind of like
delivering people
leans back.
specifically to Trauma Team.
Not to Trauma Team. She was comparing the way they looked to how Trauma Team looked. She's basically saying like corporate people, how they like their cronies always sort of have just like military armor with like helmets. Like that's like they had the guys that she was delivering to had the cadence of Trauma Team, like the corp
So not
security.
Specifically Trauma Team.
Not specifically Trauma Team. No.
Uh-huh. So yeah.
Yeah, when you suggest going to the docks, Mirth kind of just leans back and bites his lip.
Even if we just check the docks out, we could just look at it and then go, yeah, it's still in operation. Or if there's only a couple of guys there, we could take them in for questioning.
You may recall that the docks were all over the scream sheets. Any evidence there has most likely been taken or destroyed by Burke himself.
Possibly.
It seemed to me like maybe the operation is still going.
Yeah,
That wasn't
that's
the
not-
impression I got from Spider.
Well, on the arachnid side, no. But she said something in particular that kind of tipped me off. It seemed like she was cut out of the equation, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the operation stopped from other gangs.
So you're saying he could have had other suppliers?
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
I think it would be unlikely if that it would be happening on the docks, though. Wouldn't he burn that location?
That's why we would take a look, right?
All right.
Okay, so Ted's he turns the next time he can and starts heading towards the docks of Night City. Out of character, not 100% sure that Night City has docks, but it is
Damn, they would.
in California, so it has to,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's on the bay.
LA-ish, right?
Yeah,
It's
it's
on
on
the
the
bay,
bay, so it
so-
has to have docks. So I'm gonna assume that it has docks. R Talsorian, if it doesn't, put them there. So you guys go and you plot docks, thank you. And so you drive and you manage to end up at the docks. I mean, now it's like, what time did you guys enter the web? It's like it's early morning.
It was like 3 in the
3
morning.
a.m. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 3 a.m. You guys spent there. So it's probably about 4:30 a.m. now. So, you know, it's still kind of dark outside. Maybe like that the sky is starting to give a little bit of a brighter hue. I would say at this time is when you look at the sky, like
Dawn.
you think you maybe see just a slight tint of red in the sky still. You still don't know if that's really your eyes just playing with you or if it is some residual effects. But you managed to get to the docks, and I mean, if you expected to drive up and see just a bunch of armed security and big corp vehicles, that's not what you find. You roll up and they just kind of looked like some city docks at first glance.
And Mirth has been here many times and combed this whole place throughout his many investigations. So I think he maybe kind of leans against a container and just sort of surveys. He's not like jumping in and investigating.
Okay. So yeah, when you're kind of give me a perception. Anyone who wants to do it, like all of you can if you'd like, if you're like checking around.
Just human perception or perception?
Perception.
14.
Actually looking for things.
I got a 1, so I have to do that again at a minus what? 10?
Yeah. D10 minus 9.
Do the crit failure button.
Yeah, you can also do the crit failure
and
macro.
enter your result of 9 and then see what that subtracts.
8.
15 for me.
Okay.
I got 2 1s in a row, like in a row. Jesus.
And
Mine was 14.
yours is 14. Okay, I was wondering if that was the one. Okay. Yeah, you guys check around. There's not there's nothing extremely interesting just from looking around. Are you guys still in the van when you're looking around, or are you actually getting out and
They were getting out.
okay, yeah.
Because Mike said she was up against a container, so.
Yeah, so you guys are combing around, and you're not finding like hard evidence of anything. There's a lot of things that come in and out of these docks, because this is actually other parts of the world will actually go into Night City because it's not technically part of the rest of the United States, basically, as we know them. It's kind of its own like city-state sort of thing. So actually, there's a lot of like outside going in, a lot of importing from other locations. There's an ant on my webcam, and so there's a lot of activity. There's activity around, but like at 4 a.m. On I think I said it was a Thursday. Like there's just not at the very moment you're not finding any evidence of anything. It just looks like a dock.
Are there any? I mean, Misfit, since I got an 8, she probably wouldn't see this, but she, I guess, mention it to the team. Like, does it look like there's cameras like anywhere else in this like vicinity? Like on the side buildings or anything of that nature, where like say the shipping yard has docks on, like not docks next to it, but where boats come in and then you have to go inside the building to like get your boat checked in and shit. Are there any cameras on the outside of that?
Let's see. With your Misfit, with her 8 is unsure, but posing that question to the other two. You guys could see that there's like some pretty normie looking cameras on a building across the way.
That's a good point. So so these are pretty small docks from what I'm gathering. Like if it was just the docks and we're supposed to just know where on the docks they're being delivered to. Spider was very broad about that. I mean, the docks here, they're not like tiny, but it's not like, you're not at like an international like giant. Right. They are like it is feasible to bring like shipping containers in. The reason I ask is like if like we narratively overview, not specific. Like we as players are not being specific about it, but like if we were kind of told the general area within the docks,
Right.
where that was sort of happening, because I'm trying to triangulate I want to triangulate some cameras basically that would have been looking at that
Right.
spot.
So Spider wasn't specific about the point of the docks. What she said was they brought them to the docks and another group of people took it from there. So to your best guess, I would have at this point it would kind of have to be up to guesswork, but there's a few cameras. It's not like Fort Knox. It's not camera central.
Right. We would just have to kind of figure out where the likely drop-off point would be.
Yeah.
And what cameras would have spotted it, because if I was dropping off people to like corporate types, I don't know if I would be caught on camera doing it. I'm sure the corpse stopped all camera footage from catching them, but we might be able to catch something. Yeah, like from their way in. But I want to kind of start.
The thing is too is that corporations usually look at the bigger picture, and I don't think that they would really notice any of the other cameras that are around here. Plus, is this place still working?
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
it's still it's still just operational dock.
I was gonna say, like, I don't know if they would assume. I mean, it's not like Fallout, but like I don't know if like half of the technology even still works around here. So that could be a possibility.
Yeah, I think Mars is gonna maybe start on the outskirts of the dock, like where traffic would normally go, right, to get to the docks, and then just start looking around for that camera, and then starting to like narrow her way through, and see if maybe I can find where to kind of place where the drop-off point was happening. Anyway, and then see where the camera footage trail kind of ends, because then my hope is, whatever, I'm getting ahead of myself, but I just want to see like what
Yeah.
So I would need to probably jack into I would need to get probably to like a control center somewhere, or like a surveillance center somewhere for the docks. Get in, jack into their systems, and just start browsing all of their camera footage and look for maybe time skips and stuff like that, missing footage.
Yeah, there's one of those little tiny little shack buildings next to like another. There's like so there's like the docks, and then there's that building next to the docks, and then there is the little the little shack off to the side of that building that you could safely assume is probably some sort of like security. This is like a security shack sort of situation. So
Mars is going to point at the security shack and says, "I want to go into there."
All right.
There's probably security in it.
That seems about accurate. Seems likely, yes.
Are there anyone else on these docks other than us? Like one guy smoking or some shit?
There's I would say that there are like one or two people with like their own sort of like little boat. It's not even like a business. It's like people like with their own little situation. Sorry, there's so many fucking ants.
They're taking over.
There's like a guy with like his tiny little boat that he's either about to take out or just brought back in.
Okay.
So mostly personal operations. Doesn't seem to be any big ones right now.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sure they would do it at a time where no one's here, but it seems like this place is working. Misfit's gonna kind of, as you guys are like, oh, I want to go there. Misfit's kind of gonna, all right, I'm gonna go talk to other people. Maybe they've seen something.
Huh? Sure.
I'm no good at technology, surprisingly. So.
All right.
Okay, I think I'll stick with Mars.
Good idea.
Since you guys are gonna split off and do some actions, let's roll initiative
That's a good idea.
just to get everybody in the turn order.
Action.
Yeah.
What is our initiative based off again?
That is your
Reflexes.
1d10 plus reflex.
1d10 plus reflex.
Yes.
Okay.
20. Don't worry, I checked the bonuses. They are accurate.
Cool.
14.
Okay, I rolled a 10. Oh, do I get a critical thingy? Because I rolled
Yeah.
a 10.
If you, yeah, you get to roll again.
29.
Oh,
Okay.
Mars like, go!
Mirth is so ready.
– 16 and 14. Okay. All right, yeah. So, Mirth, you would be up first. You're heading towards the security shack.
Security shack. So I just want to scan and see what security is there. What kind of threats are posed, and yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you kind of check through. It's one of those ones that it has like windows on, like most of the sides except for the one side. And you see there's like one guy in there staring at some monitors.
Okay.
From the inside, like from the windows, it's really all you see. Outside, you could do a perception check to see if you maybe see something else.
Okie doke. I can do that. 17.
Okay. Yeah, you give a gander, and like there's obviously security cameras on the outside of the shack as well, but there's no like external security from what you can tell. It seems as though they sort of just set up the cameras and let the monitors do the work.
Okay, so this guy, he's probably just sort of like watching the monitors. It's 4 a.m. He's real tired. Okay. I'll pass the information on to Mars. And I think Mirth has done enough attempting to talk his way out of things today, or into things. And he says to Mars, how do you want to get in? Or do you want to look at their cameras? Is that your plan?
yeah, pretty much. So if you need to take them out or whatever, that's cool.
Yeah, I can manage that.
I just like the way you said that.
Yeah. Yeah. So as far as points of entry, there's the door, and that's it. You said like there was maybe a side window?
there's like it's just a four like a rectangle,
Yeah.
and then he's facing towards the longer part of the rectangle, and then there's 2 windows on the sides, and then like a couple windows up front, kind of like just split off by like dividers with all the. But then
Right.
behind him, yeah, it's just sort of like a door on a wall.
Right. So I'm gonna go up to the door, and I'm gonna jiggle it.
Okay, yeah,
Does it open?
you jiggle it, and it's locked.
Okay, I was trying to be very certain, like, deet, 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 like
Yeah,
just
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to make noise.
Well, do you want to roll a stealth test for that one?
Yeah. Yes, I do. I'm good at it. Okay. 25.
25.
Oh man.
All right. I see we've got ourselves a heavy hitter here, but can you beat? Yes. Okay. So yeah. I rolled a 1.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, you jiggle, and yeah, it's locked.
Okay. Is it like an electronic lock, or is it? It's probably an electronic lock, right?
It's electronic lock. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do a basic tech skill maybe to rewire electronic devices.
Sure. Give it a shot.
Okay, just try and get in. Okay, so I have a 7 plus 3. That's a 10. Oh no, re-rolling.
Okay.
I want in.
I want in.
Is that the last of our rerolls?
No, we have one more. Thank you. And by the way, yes, reminder to those in chat, help us. Every time the stream boss right here is defeated with follows and bits and donations and subs, we each get a reroll, the PCs and the GM. So. Ooh! Crit! From a crit failure to a crit success. Oh wait, I'm sorry, that was not the right button to press.
What happens if you double crit?
Nothing. You just get an extra 10 added on. Let's see. 21.
Well,
21. Okay. You start to break in this simple door. You can't get it open.
On a
Really?
21?
So you set you I don't know, dude, dice are stupid. You get into this door. So you're messing with the door. You're like, I'll be able to get in easy, and then it's not opening. The like all the like safety measures you usually could just kind of like do away with, like this one's not budging.
I go to the Mirth and I'm like,
Well, I guess we could just knock.
or you could channel your inner fighter and break it down.
yeah, I mean, we could either take them unawares or either way.
So you're
what kind of
stuck
door is
on
this? Is this
door.
metal or is it wood?
It's metal.
Metal. Yeah, kicking down.
It's possible.
You fail being able to open it. Misfit, it's your turn.
Yeah, Misfit's gonna walk over and to the lone boat and just kind of call out friendly, like, hey, good morning, type of thing. And
This guy's smoking a cigarette, and he kind of looks over to you, and he's like, "So, dude."
Do you, I don't mean to, like, startle you and be weird about it. Have you seen any other, like, larger boats come by here? Like, corporational boats?
Corporational.
You
Nick
mean
just
like ever?
got us another reroll. Thank you, Nick
Hey.
Morgan.
Thank you, Nick.
Nick!
Woo!
Yeah, the
I
guy's
mean,
like ever, or
Yeah, kind of recently.
like how recently?
Within the past year recently.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, is it common,
people-
though?
yeah.
Okay.
There's like, the big boats come in with all their stuff. Like sometimes people come in from different countries. Sometimes they just bring in like materials. Like it's a dock.
Do you recognize any of, like, the corporations that are doing this? Like, I'm looking for,
Like if they exist, you name them. They have
like,
a giant
heavy
word.
armor.
Say what?
Heavy armor corporations. Like, they have guards and shit.
I mean, I would assume that they have guards. Like I said, like there's like a bunch of stuff that comes in. They got their big logos on the side of their containers and their ships and everything. So
Is there
mean-
one that doesn't have a logo of their corporation, but it is a big ship?
sometimes, but it's not. I mean, it's like it's a pretty broad question you're asking. Like, yeah, like the ships that come into the
Yeah.
docks from all sorts of people. Not
Did you
usually a
see-
lot of people out at this time, though. That's why I'm out here.
Quiet. When does it... Do you see ships around this time, usually? Like, you said they don't come in around this time, it's quiet, but, like, are there rare occasions that one or two do come in?
There was one time I came down to do my thing, and a couple guys told me that the docks were closed for the night, so I just kind of took that as I don't know, they're doing their big important government stuff.
When was that?
Oh, I would say that was something like almost a year ago. Yeah.
And you haven't seen anything like that recent?
No. I mean, I used to come down here a little later, but I assumed like I come down here because there's no one here, except for I guess you now. So I changed my schedule to make sure I could come back when no one was here. I used to go like I don't know, like an hour and a half from now. Yeah, something like 6 or 5. But coming around at this time, there's not usually anyone who's you know.
Was that every weekday or certain days that?
I just you know, I didn't really keep track. I just sort of felt like, hey, boat time.
Out of character question: is he smoking weed?
Do you want to do a perception check?
Yeah, I want to
All
pay
right.
him in something. Perception. 16.
Yeah, this man is at the dock at 4 a.m. in California. He's smoking marijuana.
Figured. Misfit's just gonna nod and go, well, I'll leave you to your piece. And she tosses him a small bag of what she's got, which is probably good shit because Hendrik. And she'll just...
you throw something at him and he's like, what the fuck? And like it lands in front of him. And he looks down at it and he's like, you just throw weed at me?
Yeah. Happy birthday. And then she just walks away like, dick. Like,
I didn't know it was my birthday.
That's
right.
my birthday.
Good job, Thomas.
saving the world.
Oh,
All right, Mirth.
Awesome. Okay, so Mirth looks at Mars and says, I mean, we could draw him out and I can take him out, but that'll limit our time.
Yeah, no, that sounds great. Knock, knock.
All right.
Yeah, you hear like a chair kind of like scraping against the floor. And like through the door, you hear like, hello?
Hi, dock security.
Me or you?
Both of us, actually. I'm here to check on you.
Good save, Mark.
Mirth nods. Yeah.
Right. Okay, wait. So more likely she would have been like, yeah, I'm here to
Take over your shift.
Yeah, basically, like, I'm here to, it's not necessarily cover your shift, but like, I'm here to check, like, basically, like, I'm pretending to be a supervisor.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Persuasion.
Yes.
Cool. Beep. 18.
Okay. Yeah, he's like, that's weird timing, but sure. Okay. And you hear like doot, 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 and he like opens the door. He just kind of opens it up to like his his shoulder, so he's visible. Yeah, he opens it up and looks at you.
Okay.
Hi.
Wait, okay, side note, because I think it's funny in my head picturing this. Is Mars still in her, I'm out to see a punk rock star
Yes,
concert?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
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 He opens his mouth to say, yeah.
Marty's
He opens the
"Hi."
door and sees you.
Yeah, okay, so Mirth is gonna punch him out.
Okay.
It's just like,
All right.
Mars.
All right. Do a melee attack.
so this would be brawling, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
In
Ooh,
heels
14.
or on
great.
flat-footed?
That's okay because defender does
Chat is asking, Nick Morgan in chat is asking how tall Mars is. She is 5'4", but in heels, she's probably like 5'6", 5'7".
Sounds about right.
I don't think she'd be in like super heels right now though. She's 5'6".
Yeah, punk heels.
Mars,
Lady
or
Gaga.
Mars, Mirth, are you comfortable with a 14?
Yeah, I'm really not. We have one reroll?
We have 2.
We have 2. We
have
just
Two? Okay, I'll use one of those. Let's do it. 17.
All right, that's good. That's
Better.
good. Good roll. Good roll.
It's all right.
better than a 14.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. You you turn the corner and swing a fist at him, and he closes the door on your hand.
Ah,
Yeah, like, and I don't mean like your wrist gets caught in the door. I mean like your fist comes in and he uses the door as a shield by like throwing it into your hand.
He's a good security
Oh
guard.
my god.
Okay, so you know how I usually roll like shit? I have rolled more 1s and 10s tonight that I have, and I keep rolling crits. I didn't even need to do the thing on this one. Yeah. Even on the crit, like it would have, or even without the crit.
18, jeez.
18, yeah. So he closes the door, and Mirth's fist connects with metal door. So yeah, I'll say that like when Mirth is not busy being a father, then Mirth can do his second attack if he wants.
Sorry about that.
No, no.
Second attack on the door. Sorry, I missed that part.
Yeah, is the door a little bit ajar right now?
Yeah, well, yeah, he
Punch,
closed it. Like he kind of like threw the door closed when he saw a fist coming at him, and you decked the door.
Right, reflexes for a 4 a.m. security guard. Oof.
Yeah,
Right.
well, so yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing with melee is that they get to roll themselves rather than
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean he's I mean it's safe to assume that if you're on the night shift, that's kind of your sleep schedule anyway. So for him,
Yeah.
this is like, you know.
Yeah,
The thing is, how tired are you? Like you guys are up at 4 a.m.
Yeah. Mirth has been awake for now like
Yeah,
26 hours.
So you guys kind of underestimate the security guard and then overestimate how awake you are, and your fist hits a metal door.
So can I open the door and hit him again?
You can try.
Okay, I try opening the door.
Okay. Yeah, I mean the door's still ajar, so you can try opening it, and then you can
Okay.
do your second attack as well.
Also your way in.
All right,
yeah.
here we go. Hey.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my
All
God,
right.
Yes.
All
yes.
right.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Crit.
28.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I'm rolling the second crit.
Oh damn.
Here we go. I'm gonna roll this in the open.
Yeah,
I'm gonna roll this
please.
in the open.
God damn it! Roll 20.
What should be like?
Okay, all right. You hit him this
Okay.
time. You hit him this time. I would have lost my mind because he would have to crit twice, and then he would.
Yeah.
All right, but you hit him. You hit him.
man.
You hit him.
Okay. So I just want to stun him. Don't want to kill him.
Okay.
Do I roll
you
damage?
Yeah, you roll your yeah.
17 damage.
Okay, so that was okay. So it's
I have 46 on my punches.
yeah,
Where's the
yeah.
big ass
You're large,
guy?
and you rolled, hold on. No, that was a 6. Okay, that's right. So 4d6 on your punches. His armor is so. Your damage has to go above armor value, and then armor value goes down by 1, and then the rest has gone to health, right?
I believe so,
with
yeah.
brawling, I know that there's some weird shit, isn't there?
Oh, yeah. There's something about. I think if you hit somebody's armor, you don't do any damage.
If you beat
Darn it.
the right, so if you beat them, you damage the defender's body location. What? Okay, well, anyway.
Not
I know,
anyway,
it's
I
here
need to know.
somewhere.
Damage dealt by brawling is
So-
always 0 if that body location has any armor. However, the damage dealt by brawling scales heavily with body, making it a powerful option. Each of the 2 attacks are made separately and deal damage individually, blah, blah, blah. It's effective against unarmored targets. So always a 0 damage against armor. I guess then the only way I can really get around that is does he have any place where he doesn't have armor? Does he have head and body armor?
Probably his face.
Which you would have to do technically.
But I should have aimed for the head. Sorry, I forgot about this rule.
It's
and I
just
didn't
it's
think
weird
ask
to me
about the
that
armor
punching
thing.
someone in an armored area wouldn't hurt them at all.
Yeah, that's the rule.
Well, because it's armored.
Sure, but like, all right. I mean, I've
It's a
never been
little
punched
oofy.
in.
So I could also, so we don't have to go through the whole thing again. I could also roll with my rippers instead, which
Okay.
are,
That would have to be lethal, though.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I guess, yeah.
But I
I just
mean,
don't want
if,
to hurt him.
Sure, but I mean,
Permanently.
if the point was to get in, isn't that what the brawling test was? So like maybe push him back. Like maybe you weren't doing damage per se, but at least you opened up the room.
What
so we
about
can
like
get in.
stunning him a bit? I mean, Mirth
So-
is fucking strong.
I will say that even though, so you did 17, and even though the game says punching him in the armor doesn't do any damage, you hit him and force impact this man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are laws for this sort of thing.
Right, right.
And so like you hit this dude and yeah, he staggers back and he's like, his head back is like up against the desk and he's like, he hasn't had any health damage, but he's like,
He's definitely
you hit
winded.
him.
He's
for
winded.
17 damage. Yeah. So all right, you punched a door and then you punched a guy's armor. You're like,
Yeah, your hands must be. You gotta
Yeah.
ice those babies soon.
yeah.
Ow!
All right, Mars.
Mars walks in and she's like just kind of strolls past. She's like, "Sorry, I need to use your I need to borrow your computer."
Okay.
But first we need to do something about him. So the problem is like this isn't gonna go well. I can do brawling and aim for the head and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Or we just kill him.
Up to
but
you.
Yeah, I don't know. She's like this guy he's just a docks worker. Like that's just
He's
weird
just
to
doing
me,
his
right?
job. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll try it. Whatever. 14 minus 6 for aiming for the head. I get a plus 8 on this, and he has like
That is not a bad modifier.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
yeah. But he would be rolling dexterity plus evasion.
Yeah.
So neat. Okay. Let's hope for the best. Whee! Oh god. This is the last reroll. Is this even worth it?
To knock a guy out? Sure.
Hey, man.
We could get more next session. I'm putting a lot of faith in our
Our
Using it. I'm using it. 12.
All right.
Unfortunately, you missed by 2 points.
Oh.
Just 2. Yeah, you take a swing at this guy, and he like moves out of the way of your fist, and like up against the other wall. He's just like looking back and forth at you two, and he starts like scrambling for his belt. All right, Misfit, you are over on the docks, walking back.
Yeah.
I would say with your movement, you'd probably be able to get to where you can see them inside fighting a security guard, but you wouldn't be close enough
to do anything.
to like, yeah, you'd be like outside looking at the window. So I mean, if you The situation is you're outside and you're able to see if you want to move towards the shack.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
this round is just going to be getting to them.
Yeah. So you get there with your movement, but you're still able to do an action if you wanted to do anything.
Sure. Can I come in running and smack them in the face with my guitar?
Well, you're not close. You're not close enough to him. That's what I mean. Like you're out.
That's what
Basically,
I mean.
what I'm saying is if you're outside and you're looking.
Her guitar.
You're
through
looking
the door.
into. So you're not at the door. What I'm saying is there's the front wall, or they're on the back wall right now. You're seeing it from like the side. You're seeing through the windows what's happening here. I would say you're like 15 feet from the shack itself. You could try throwing your guitar.
No.
If you wanted to try to use like a gun or something.
I feel bad killing him, so I think I'm just gonna.
I am just a lowly god giving you options.
Yeah, options. I know. No, I think Misfit she'll wait, and if he runs out, then I'll ready an action, and then if not, I'll run in and hit him.
Okay. All right. So this guy, he's reaching. I wouldn't want to say that he has like a gun.
Probably like a taser,
well,
and then he has a radio,
I'm trying to like
probably.
if we have like if there are tasers in the.
I don't think there
something
are
close to
tasers
it?
in the weapons list.
All right, that's fine.
This is a
like
hard
a
world.
nightstick.
This is a hard world. That's true. This is a hard world. You guys could be doing. Yeah, he'll pull out his pistol.
Yeah.
And I would say like between the short woman and the meat castle, he's probably going to shoot for the meat castle. So
The meat castle.
meat castle.
Never heard
So
that
yeah,
before.
he's going to fire at you,
Okay.
Mirth. So you could chance the 15, or you could try and dodge out of the way with your reflexes.
And so would that be evasion I'm rolling?
Yes.
Okay. Then I will roll evasion. Because I've got a plus 13, so my odds are pretty good of getting higher than 15. Ha! That's great.
And we have no reroll.
have no reroll.
Gonna get our
You'll
ass
have to
kicked by a security
roll
guard.
a d10 and okay, so 13.
2 ones. Nice.
So, all right, let's see how this goes. Okay. So yeah, the guy pulls his gun and he shoots at Mirth and hits Mirth. And he rolls. Let me just do a little GM roll here.
Just a little GM rolling.
Just a little GM
/
rolling.
GM roll.
So he does 14 damage.
Okay.
So that would be 1 off of your armor, and
My
then
armor is 15.
your armor is 15.
Yeah, I got the big ass Mondo
So you got the
armor.
big ass. So he hits your armor,
Okay.
and you take no health damage.
Nice.
All right, lucky boy. Yeah, it still hurts. You're like, yeah,
Ow.
it's still a bullet impacting your body. But yeah, he shoots you, and much like the Terminator, you don't stop.
Dun 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 dun.
Yes, totally.
That's literally every time someone sees Mirth walking towards them after they fire, it's just they hear the fucking dun 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 dun. I need your shoes, your boots. All right, your shoes and your boots, both of them, by the way.
At the same time.
Mirth, it would be your turn.
Oh, sorry. We all start with M. It is my turn. It is my turn. I was like, why aren't they going? Okay. Well, I guess I might have to unfortunately pull out the literal big guns here.
Just
You can disarm him.
There you go.
Yeah, that's better. That's better. I like that.
That would be
Disarm
a
and
grab
grapple.
action. Grab action.
Yeah. Okay, grab action.
Or grapple, either.
Grab is grapple, yeah?
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just like you can either hold someone or take an object they're carrying with a grab action.
Yeah. It's a
And that's a brawling check.
Brawling or athletics, whichever one you want, and then same for the security guard.
I'll do athletics.
yeah, Dex plus brawling or athletics plus D10.
I did this last time. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
like Dex plus brawling or Dex plus athletics, both of those
Yep.
plus the D10.
Yeah. So I'll use athletics to try to disarm him first, and then with my second brawl attack, I'll try to grab him.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Oh god, a 15.
Okay. Let me.
Oh my god, the security guard, he's too lead.
Strikers.
He's
Prepared, man.
Yeah, dude. You guys were like
All
you
of
guys ran
his
into-
training was for this moment.
You guys ran into John Wick, the security guard. Much like John Wick, you reach for his gun and your hand touches the barrel, and he kind of does the thing where he like takes his palm and hits you in the wrist, and then moves the gun around, and it continues pointing it at you. Like he's like
Jesus.
keeping you guys away from him. This dude is rolling so well.
And we're rolling so
Yes,
shitty.
I have a very specific set of skills. Okay.
Yeah.
For
So,
security purposes.
All right, so that was your first. That
have-
was your first action.
Another one. Okay, so
You could try again if you want.
I think what I'll do is I'm gonna try to grab him this time. And just basically I want to control his ability to point his gun.
Okay.
Oh, thank God. 23.
Add another D10 to that.
Dude.
So you're going for another grab. You're going for another grab.
Yeah, I basically want to put him in a hold, so 25.
Okay. All right.
I am
right.
gonna ask is because I know that attacking in melee combat gives you two
Yes.
actions, but like does doing grapple actions
it's a
is
grab
that two
action
action?
and
That's
attack.
where I was like, I mean, I'm cool with it, but I wonder.
I'm gonna say for the sake of we're a show and you guys are fighting a schmuck and he's kicking your asses, I'm gonna let you do it twice.
Wait, I'm curious though. What did you get?
So what did I get?
Yeah, because if you say
No. I wasn't gonna just give you the victory. I was saying I'll let you do it twice because I thought that would count
okay.
as a thing of twice. Luckily for you, you rolled a 10, he rolled a 1, so you get control
So
of his hands.
All right. Okay.
Thank
okay.
God. You don't want to use one of your
you know.
rerolls there? You have too many rerolls.
Me?
Yeah.
How many do I have?
4. We have 0.
4? I don't. As entertaining as it is that this security guard is literally the best money can buy.
amazing.
You grapple him.
All right.
Grapple.
Okay.
You have
You do a
like,
CrossFit.
you said you grab his like you have grab his hands and the gun.
I want to put him in like a hold.
Oh, you want to put him himself in a hold.
I want to choke him next turn.
Okay.
It's an action.
Yeah. All right. So you have him in a grab.
In my grasp.
Yeah. Mars.
Okay, I would like to do the grab action to disarm him of his gun.
Okay. Okay, so okay, yeah, that's right. -3 to all checks when you're in a grab.
20.
I'm gonna lose my mind. 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 Okay. Okay.
Crit again?
You got a crit!
Oh my God!
Thankfully, it's a 17, so you get the gun out of his hand.
Okay.
Oh my
right.
lord.
Cool. So
This guy is Kyle from the fucking New Horizons. Like, he's ready to go.
Lord.
Oh my
All right.
God.
All right. You get the gun out of his hands, and Mirth has him in a grapple.
Excellent. Then
It's a very heavy pistol.
Yeah, totes. Yeah, so that's fine. I just basically wanted to disarm him and make my way towards
Okay.
It's like,
Alright.
hold him for me, please. Thank you.
Yes. Misfit, you see your compatriots. This dude is like they're just having a big wrestle
Kerfuffle.
inside this booth. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I walk in now?
Yeah. You're able to make it in with your movement.
I'm gonna walk in, and as Mirth is holding him, she kind of tilts her head a bit, and she goes, "How much are you getting paid for this? Because you're like too good for a security place.
Not fucking enough.
How about you work for me instead? I run a band, Toxic Rage, and I need a lot of security. And I mean, there's a lot of people that like to take us out for some reason. And I can pay you a lot more than what the boat rental company is paying you. And I mean, let's be honest. If your superiors see this shit, I don't think they're gonna really like it, because obviously we're winning this fight. So work for me instead. And I'd like to roll persuasion.
Persuasion at a -2.
Or
Why?
bribery. Is bribery
Because you guys walked into this guy's night shift, beat the shit out of him, and are now telling him to accept a job.
Okay. And
well, because he's so talented. He's so talented. It's a
I
compliment.
recognize his
Complimenting
talent.
him.
Unlike his bosses, they don't recognize.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's working for, I wish she said boat rental, a boat company.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. It's 4 a.m. You guys are not on your best.
Yeah.
He may or may not be as good as you think he is.
You said -2?
Yeah.
Okay. 16.
I need rerolls.
He's grabbed and he's like, you make a compelling argument. He's like, are you gonna kill me if I say no?
No, obviously, no. We're just gonna knock you out and then tie you up somewhere.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna kill you.
Oh, okay, no.
But see, the thing is, like, after I get into these systems, you're probably going to be fired, and that's really
exactly
bad.
what I'm saying. That's exactly what she meant. Like,
jobs.
your superiors are gonna watch this and they're probably gonna fire you. In fact, they are. It's a company, it's a corporation. They're gonna fire you.
They're gonna see that 3 people came in and attacked me, and that I had no chance. I don't see your. I mean, sure. Yeah. Whatever you say. Don't kill me, please.
He may not be fully reliable, Misfit. I feel as though we are maybe coercing him.
Huh?
Does he have a name tag?
Yes.
What's his name?
Liam.
Like, okay, so if you're saying yes, which you just said yes, Liam, are you going to be completely trustworthy with this? I feel like you're gonna run off if I let you go.
I'm not 100. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not feeling super comfortable right now.
I get it.
I'm not really, firing up the resume is not really on my to-do list at this very moment. So
We're just here for the computers. So
yeah, okay. So does that mean you can like not knock me out because I have things to do and the migraine's not really gonna be the best?
Yeah.
Like I'm sorry for shooting you, but also like you tried to come at me and
You were just doing your job. Yeah, that's fine.
okay.
So how about this, Mirth? Set him down. And you
No funny business.
You allow us to do the computers. We'll leave. I'll send you information where you can send me your resume. I'll look it over, even though I'm gonna hire you.
Okay.
And then we can go on from there. Good.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. Cool. And then Misfit just grabs the rolling chair that he was sitting on and just sits down and looks at everybody else and was like, hey.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So he's grappled.
Yeah, it's basically at this point just me getting in the computer.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, Mirth, did you want to let him go?
Yeah, I think I'll let him go as long as he's disarmed and
Okay. Yeah.
in control.
The gun was taken from him.
Okay.
You said as long as he's disarmed and what?
And I have control over his like physical location. Like I can.
Okay.
He's sitting on a chair like right beneath me, and I can like grab him at a moment's notice, kind of thing.
There was one chair and Misfit sitting in it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to control his position, so I'm watching him like a hawk, is what I'm saying.
You can.
Okay.
I don't know if that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. You release your grip on him. He bolts. Like leaving, trying to leave.
Okay.
He tries to pull out the.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, I'm chasing after him.
Okay.
I told you to stay put.
So you let go of him, and yeah, he's beginning to run out. So if you want to try and grab him again, you can do another grab.
All right. Yeah, so that's athletics again. That's a plus 13. 19.
Okay, yeah, you grab him again.
Okay, I'm gonna choke him this time.
He's
Not gonna wait for it this time.
You grab him and he's like, "Why do you need?"
So this is an actual action. You can use an action to choke the defender you're grappling, dealing your body stat directly to their hit points in damage.
Yeah.
This ignores the defender's armor.
Right. So how much damage is that?
9.
9? Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm just keeping going until he passes out.
Okay. All right, Mars.
All right, so I'm gonna start going into net actions. So I have 3 of those. So first is to jack into the computer, into the terminal. Then we're gonna run a Pathfinder to reveal the map of the net. So let's see. I believe my interface is 7. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Bink. 11.
11? Okay, you'd be able to see that there are about like 7 cameras around the entirety of the docks.
Mm-hmm. And then like as far as the elevator,
and then the elevator, you see there's 3 floors.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what's on?
So I always get mixed up on that. So you're able to see
the higher
what's
my
on
check,
every
the
floor.
more that the higher the check, the more that I learn.
So on the first floor,
there's
there's a password. On the other 2, you can't see.
Okay. All right. Then my third one is, since I'm on the first floor, is going to be to crack that password or backdoor. So another net action for that. 13.
Okay, yeah, you're able to get the password, Liam Wick, and then so you have the password now, and that's so now that you have the password, that password's to get you the next elevator.
Yeah, I can now go to the second floor, but I'm not going to this turn. Yeah, because I don't want to be caught unawares without any. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Gotcha. All right. Misfit. People are doing their hacking thing, and the guy's getting choked out.
As she grabs some of the sticky notes on the desk and flaps it down and starts writing like her information for him to contact her. Pulls off the desk, walks over and sticks it into Liam's pocket. And she goes, "When you wake up, look at this." And then she walks back and sits down on the chair. Actually, no, she kicks the chair towards Mirth, so if he wants to actually put the guy in the chair. And she'll lean on the wall, so she can't really do much.
Okay.
I know this is very ballsy, and he could probably turn me in, but Misfit doesn't.
Yeah.
Misfit doesn't seem like the kind of person to care.
No.
Yeah. Oh man.
Could you
Persuasion?
roll another grab?
Oh, I thought you were gonna ask
sure.
me.
And I'm going to use one of my rerolls.
Okay. 22.
Yeah. All right. He's still stuck in the grab. Next, your turn. So you do another 9.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. This guy is still up. But he's
Resilient.
Yeah, he's resilient. He's definitely giving it his all.
100%.
This guy's tough, Misfit, but I wouldn't trust him.
I trust him.
Fucking let go of me. All right, Mars.
All right, next net action. Okay, so, well, first, I can move through floors without spending a net action. So I'm going to go to the second floor. What do I spot?
All right. So you've gotten yourself a hellhound.
Yay. Okay. Okay, so when that happens, yeah, and when that happens, I know we have to do like a oopsies roll to let me see. When you encounter black ice already laying in wait in a system, I roll my interface plus 1d10 versus black ice's speed plus 1d10.
Okay.
If it beats
my reference sheet doesn't have a hellhound stats on it.
It has a res of 25 and it does 3d6 damage. And sorry, speed is 6. So roll a 6 plus 1d10. I roll 7 plus 1d10, and hope for the best. 9.
You did it. You beat it by 1. Woo.
Oh wow. Okay.
Relief.
So res of 25, you said?
Yes.
And then a speed of 6 and a 3d6. All right.
Okay. So we're going to. I believe I can load my own hellhound.
Okay.
Fuck it. Let's just attack it. Zap. Let's see. Net action. Okay, so I do against the program's defense value. So his defense value is 7. So we're evenly matched here. Maybe I should load. I should probably load a.
This is our first
load a
instance of
hellhound.
cyber combat.
I know. Let's see. If I load a hellhound, I don't think that's loading a program is a takes 1 meat action to uninstall. No, that's install. Activating or deactivating program takes a single net action. Okay, that's fine. So then I will use a net action to load a hellhound. So counter hellhound, and then they're gonna go fighting at each other. So let's do that. So this
Mars creates a hellhound fighting pit in the system.
Virtual space.
Yeah.
So they roll their. So it's rolling its defense value of 7.
Okay.
And this is gonna roll its attack. Yeah,
I really
attack
wish
plus
this
1d10.
Attack?
Got it.
Attack? I really wish this thing had the. So where are you seeing your hellhounds?
I'm on
your
page
sheet?
34. No, I'm on page 34 of the Jumpstart rulebook.
I'll have to get the rulebook open. I just had my cheat sheet, my Jumpstart reference to help. Either way, you beat it. Either way.
15. Excellent. Okay, so it will deal 3d6 damage. Get it, hellhound. All right. Oh,
There's no armor in cyberspace, so it's just straight damage to the res.
Okay, I have a. Oh man, I had a banhammer. I could have just done this myself.
I was wondering about that. You do you.
Yeah. No, that's stupid. Then I'll just. Nah, it's fine. I already did it. Okay, so here I'm gonna roll my banhammer, but it means it's still 3d6.
Yeah.
So 14.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you hit this thing very hard, and it is definitely not as healthy as it was before. You hit it very, very hard. I mean, you dealt 14. So yeah, this thing makes I don't really know how the system looks with like if it has like sounds or anything, but
it's a huge black metal wolf. Its eyes glow white. Fire runs and ripples all over its body, and it speaks in a grating metallic voice, repeating the Netrunner's name.
That's okay. That's what I thought. Is that it has like a metallic. That's what I thought. Okay, yeah. So it has like a metallic, like bending metal sound almost when you hit it. It makes like a. All right. So that's the end of your action. Misfit.
I sit there, or I lean on the
you
wall
could just do nothing if you want. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
I guess like.
You just help kick his ass.
I mean,
Right?
Yeah. I guess is there any way to just hold him? I don't know. Misfit doesn't want to do that. She'll walk outside and lean on the outside door.
Oh yeah, keep a lookout. Keep a lookout.
Yeah, look out just in case.
I am using one of my rerolls. BT dubs for the counter.
What?
For a grapple escape. So roll a grab.
I'll hold an action too, because.
Oh no. That's a crit fail.
Oh, 5.
Hold on. So you said you weren't doing anything. You said you were outside standing.
Yeah, I said I'd like to hold an action because it would be just smart, because if he runs out, then I can just trip him or some shit.
But you said that after I said he was doing an escape.
Yeah, but then my brain caught up with my mouth. I just don't think Misfit's gonna just watch him run. If he's actually, well, it's either way. It's your game. You choose.
My thought is that you would have no reason to believe that he would get out of Mirth's iron grasp.
Solid.
But if you truly think that Misfit would stand outside and be ready to grab him if he escapes, then
I think the thing is she like not 100% like trust this guy, but like trusts him enough where he's not going to report it to superiors or cops or anything. So I think if he just runs out, she's just going to be like, let him go.
Okay.
He's not causing anybody harm.
So he rolled 2 crits. Like this man was fighting for his life.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So Scrim the player, this is probably a new sensation to you. You get kicked in the dick.
I hear it's nauseating.
Yeah, so you hear it's your stomach is it's like if you feel like you need to puke, but it's just like your stomach has just someone's grabbing it, and it's weird. It's like it doesn't hurt in your private areas, it just hurts everything else. But you had him in this grip, and you kind of start to feel sorry until major pain. Major pain. So you let go of this guy, and he's like, and he like scrambles out of the door, and he just takes off. And, all right. He runs out.
Out of there.
So Mars, you hear this going on behind you as you're fighting this hellhound, and then Misfit's like up against the wall, and like this guy just goes bolting out.
Oh Lord.
If you want a job change, call me.
I can't believe this fucking guy.
Oh my gosh, that's insane.
God damn, Liam
has so much potential. So much wasted potential.
That's what I'm saying. He's just
I mean, he had a pretty alright job. But yeah, he bolts, and he just keeps running, coughing and spattering the whole way. Mirth, you're
Oh, I didn't want to, but I'm gonna have to shoot him. I mean, we could let him run, but
I'm almost done.
You're almost done.
No, we can just
So Mirth.
Okay, hang on. So
Mirth
Mirth
the
pulls out his
policeman.
gun. Does like like this is his instinct.
So
right?
I'd like to. Okay, so Mirth the policeman breaks into a security shack, assaults a worker, and then shoots the worker in the back when he tries to escape.
Yeah, I suppose that's a good point.
Okay. I'm not trying.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
That is the situation.
That's
flat
fair.
out. So, you being Mirth, decide what the reality is.
I can
think
see him
Mirth
pull
is
the
torn.
gun, but
Yeah,
I can see him
he
pull the
pulls
but
his
not.
gun. I think he's torn because he's very much a rule follower, and he kind of has a hero complex. So hurting an innocent person would make him feel pretty shitty, but he is, I think he pulls out the gun and like as an instinct about to fire because this is an assailant, and then kind of thinks about it and lowers his gun.
Yeah.
And looks at Mars and says, "You're almost done." Oh, you're almost done.
Mirth seems like a guy that could recover pretty quickly, or like hold his composure afterwards.
Yeah.
So he's like, "You're almost done. You're almost done." Yeah, this guy rolled a 28 on his escape.
Jesus Lord.
I really hope that man considers being hired. I mean, I'm gonna pay him so much.
Think about it.
All right, so yeah, you have this deliberation with yourself. Mirth pulls this gun, and his finger starts to squeeze on the trigger, but then just the thought kind of starts, like the thinking process starts to come back, and as it's kind of a thing of like as you're deliberating it, he's already too far away, and he's
totally.
he's out. So it's like
that
it's
totally
like,
makes sense.
Okay. So
is he's outside with Misfit right now, right?
well, he's both. I mean, he's used all of his movement to both get out of the shack and then be away from you.
Can I assume from Misfit's antics that she can recognize a cop?
You didn't.
I just don't want to like.
What do you mean?
I just don't want to play her meta and have Misfit, mention it to him without her knowing. I just want to say, because the way he moves and the way like his response to someone running and shit.
Oh, you're talking about seeing if you realize that Mirth is a cop.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't think that you would immediately think, oh, this guy's a cop, but you do, like, he's like not.
There's something.
He does have he has a sense of morals.
Yeah.
Which is sort of uncommon amongst the crowds that you both run with, both Mars and Misfit. You know that this dude is weird. He's a private eye that can handle a gun and is really good at like.
It's not weird.
Physical. Like the dude, he's really good at.
Jeff on it?
He's definitely weird. I wouldn't say you'd immediately be like, he's a policeman.
Okay, yeah, so there's like okay.
Yeah.
Misfit just kind of looks at him and then looks towards where he's aiming his gun and just goes, "So you said you're a private eye? I don't know, you strike me more as like a security or, I don't know, or something."
Yeah,
like that,
I used to work for Militech.
Right. Cool.
A lot of that going around nowadays. All right. So Mirth's turn. Mars, you are in combat. Oh, I'm sorry. I actually should have had the Hound also attack you on my turn.
Yes. Yes.
So
and I do want to mention one thing. So the way that the black ice works, when I have one, it gets put at the top of the initiative queue.
Right.
And then it attacks once every turn. So my attack was actually a banhammer attack.
Okay, and
which
then
deals the same amount of damage. So then my Hellhound gets to go.
Yeah, so then your ice actually should have been before Mirth, basically. Like after GM,
your
like beginning
ice would
of
have
turn.
attacked me, and then my ice would have attacked you.
Yeah. Okay. So then the ice attacks. So do you?
Sorry, attack is 8. And 8? Are you attacking me or the Hellhound?
I guess it would attack you.
Yeah, that's right.
Because you were there first, and then you kind of made like a thing.
Sure.
I would assume that it's like instinct is just that, and it goes Mars. And yeah,
Pokemon.
All right, 15.
it's it doesn't hit you at all. It
Thank God.
makes it like makes a leap at you, but you've dealt with these plenty of times, and you're able to get out of the way.
All right, so now my Hellhound's going to attack it.
Yep.
And it has a defense of 7. And my Hellhound rolled a 14. To
You
hit?
hit. Yep.
All right, so this Hellhound goes generic. And here you go. Does 7 damage. 7 damage?
7 damage.
Okay, fine. And then on Mars's turn, she's gonna spend a net action to hit with the banhammer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, fuck! I have no
Yeah,
rerolls. That's not gonna hit.
That one misses.
Yeah, it's not gonna hit anyway. So rather than roll it, all right. So second net action to hit, 14.
It doesn't hit.
So she's just swinging.
Yeah, it's
Third.
just, you're trading these
Third
blows
net
with
action.
it.
Third net action. 11.
You hit it.
Oh God.
by 1.
Okay,
my
here.
Lord.
6 damage.
It's
Jesus
gone.
Christ. My bad.
One and
my
a 1 and a
damage.
4.
Like part of me is just like, I just want to kill it. Like we're
I
done.
know.
We're done. But you killed it. And we're all good. So it
Oh yeah.
It dissipates.
That would be enough damage. Just enough.
Yeah. So that is now dealt with, and you have
I have
you've done
no
all
more
your
net
reactions.
actions,
No more
but
net actions.
I can move to another floor, and I'm expecting that floor to be where I can start controlling things. So I'm gonna, or looking through files at least. If it's a file, I believe I can just take it. That's not an action.
So you're
So
moving.
I'm gonna move to the third floor.
Next level. Okay, you move to the 3rd floor, and there is the controls for cameras. So you're able to take control of the basically the security shack.
Okay. The only thing is I don't necessarily need control. Right now I just want the file. So
So that is within your grasp.
Yeah. So I'm grabbing the file. That is not an action. A net action would be ID, where I would know what a piece of data like a file is and its value, but other than that, it doesn't really matter. So I can just take it.
Okay. Yeah. You now have the recordings of the security shack at the docks of Night City.
Yoink! Got him.
We did it!
Let's go.
Yeah. You jack out of the shack, and if all is done, you guys can head back to the van.
Yeah, we need to get the hell out of here.
All right.
Yep.
You guys head back. You load up, and now you have this cam footage to look over and check if there's any suspicious activity that can lead you to Lyle Burke's next rig on the totem pole of people working for him, and that will be our session of Punk's Not Dead tonight.
Yay!
This was an interesting one. There was a lot of social, like, you guys, it's so funny to me that you guys got out of the web full of a lot of hostile, like, ganger dudes, and then one security shack guy.
Security guard.
Like,
Just wrecked us.
that is the beauty and ugliness of RNG. That's
That's why I
ridiculous.
said, like, this, like, when we started this show, I said, like, these dice are swingy. They are swingy. This system's swingy. So it's so that's why those rerolls are so important.
Yeah.
Not that you've used any, Trav. You still have 4, and we're at
It's on
0.
4. Well, I didn't really need them this time.
I know you didn't.
I feel like if I used any of mine, it would be overkill. Like, it'd be basically like, I hate my players, die. Like, I didn't really need to. All right, but hey, that'll be it for tonight's session. Good job, everyone. You managed to further your investigation. And I guess that'll be it for tonight. What else do we have? I know we have our outros to do. Was there anything else that we wanted to talk about before we got to outros? Was there Obviously, the next
well,
episode is 2 Mondays from now, on November 11th.
Yeah.
We mentioned it during Jackbox.
11/11.
11/11 will be our
Easy to
next
remember.
episode of Cyberpunk Red. I did mention on Jackbox that on December 2nd, I will be leaving for Australia. So our first episode in December, because I think we're making up for the fact that I was sick last time, and we might have more episodes in December. Is that what we're doing?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We will discuss.
Yes, we will discuss, see what availability is. So I'll be in Australia for the last 1 or 2 episodes of Cyberpunk Red, and then the first few episodes of Join the Anarchy season 3. Other than that, I don't think we had any other announcements. So let's get to our outros. Let's this time start with Oz.
Yeah. Well, I have an announcement before I do my outro. Remember to support Extra Life, specifically
Yes.
Shadowrun Indie. So you can go to extra-life.org/participant/Shadowrun Indie. They are raising money for children's hospitals, and they're playing Shadowrun right now on stream. So definitely go and check them out. I'm Oz. I am typically the game master of Join the Anarchy, and also the game master of The Sprawl, which has also ended its season. So right now I am literally just playing games. It's nice.
Awesome.
It is.
Nice.
It's cool. And so now I'm like working on making our network awesomer. Yeah. So because I'm also the Twitch lead for our network, and I'm gonna get cracking and make sure we've got some cool stuff. And actually, we have a new show coming up on November 7th called Rural
I'm
Punk.
excited for that.
Yes, Rural
That
Punk.
looks
So that
cool.
so it's a Blades in the Dark, or it's a system forged in the dark. So it uses the Blades in the Dark system, and it's set in what rural areas would look like in a cyberpunk future, after they've been long forgotten and taken over by toxins and pollutants.
I love that.
Yeah, right? It's going to be awesome. So, and that's actually that's going to be GM'd by the designer herself, Cass K. And playing in it is, it's going to be a cool cast. It's Cliff from Arcology Podcast, Mac from Optiverse, and Pink Mohawk Podcast. Is it Pink Mohawk Podcast? I'm like blanking right now. It's Pink Mohawk. Pink Mohawk, and
Pink Mohawk.
And I forgot the last Crash Jackson or Jackson Crash. I don't know him, but he sounds like a great guy. Cliff handpicked him, so it must be cool. So yeah, definitely go and check that out. And aside from that, follow Shattered Isles, because they're having their finale later this month, and I'll let Paige talk about that a little more, but I just wanted to mention that they're doing like a lot of episodes.
You've had like all of your stuff, like because obviously Join the Anarchy is on the season break, Sprawl is on the season break, your own personal campaign is on like a mid-season break. Like you had that huge session that we were all talking about before. You just had like a bunch of all your tabletop stuff is lining up. I get a nice like mental pause to like prepare new stuff, or rather, it's good.
Important to do
It's
that.
always needed. It's always really nice when that happens.
You are I wouldn't say workaholic, like a topaholic. Like a tabletop.
A topaholic. I was gonna say I'm a topaholic and a bottomaholic.
It's late. Give him a break.
We were tired when we started, and we're tired now.
You're tired. Scrim. Hey, that's me. Yeah. Okay, so if you tuned in yesterday or around this time, you would have seen Guardian Allies. That was the 3rd episode. November 10th is our fourth and final episode. So swing by and watch that. I'm really pumped for that. And I'm also going to be starting something new this month on Gamers Table. I'm part of a show called Big 20 that is all about GMing, and so we get a chance to discuss GMing. It'll be every Sunday at 8 or 9 Central. I may have the time mixed up. But yeah, it'll be cool. It's the person who's running it is Eric from Resting Glitchface, and there's a couple other people that you may recognize from various RPGs and the podcast sphere. So yeah, let me just grab the link for that. That'll be lots of fun. And of course, we'll be back here in 2 weeks as well. Woo! Woo! That's it for me.
I noticed that you had mentioned the time. So Roropunk is going to be starting, I believe, at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Isn't that on Fridays though?
On Thursdays.
Mine's Sundays.
Yeah. No, I know. I was saying Roropunk. Sorry. Roropunk will be starting at 8:30 p.m. on Thursdays, every other Thursday. So I just wanted to clarify that.
Cool.
Right on. Paige.
Hi. How's it going? Do you like a person that has to wear 2 pairs of glasses when they put on sunglasses? I do, because I'm blind as fuck. Side note, other than that, I'm an artist for a living. If you want to support me and support somebody who really just wants to do art for a permanent job for the rest of their life, you can go here. You can also be MVP and fucking go to my Patreon, where you can help me do things and buy art project stuff to do art things like markers. You can also just, I don't know, go there to be super nice and see Inktober stuff that's early, even though Inktober is about to end coming this Thursday. But you can see all my Inktober early when you do go on Patreon and you become a Patreon. If you just want, say you want just me to draw you something and not support me fully, actually buying artwork from me is supporting me fully. You can contact me through all the other stuff that I just posted. Or, you know, you can hunt me down in real life like an assassin. That too.
Don't do that.
You can
That's
also,
very scary.
You can also just watch my face on Cyberpunk Red, Punk's Not Dead, here every other Monday. Or you can come back here every other Saturday and see Shattered Isles, where I play Thomas, a wizard. He's awesome.
Is Shattered Isles going to be doing, I remember that they were talking about this, I don't know if it's been confirmed yet. Are they doing every Saturday this month?
No
Until
idea.
like the, oh, okay. Oh yeah, we should have a conversation about that, because it's almost the end of the month and I need to throw out that stream calendar.
I honestly don't even know if we're going on this weekend, so.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know yet. I'm just as clueless as you guys.
Writing that down on my to-do list. Okay.
But I think
Gotcha.
I think that's about it. Just mainly support my artwork, because I actually need that support currently. And doing Inktober has been like a slug on a really slow treadmill. So
Basically you're caught up with every other artist who does Inktober.
pretty much.
Every digital artist, and I guess like any artist, because Inktober is about doing traditional. It's just like everybody has a hard time with it. So
yeah, which is comforting. It's nice to see other artists that are like, this is Inktober day 19 and it's fucking what, the 28th.
Yeah.
I've been trying to do all 31 because I did 18 last year, and I suppressed 18. I'm actually keeping up with it. I have yet to do today's, so I've done 27 in total.
Good work.
Right on.
Oh.
Thank you. I'm really proud of it. Some of them are not that great. Others are clearly inspired by
All
other
that
people.
matters is that you do 31.
31.
I keep telling myself, but yeah, it's a real slug to get through. Oh, I'm also having. Let me take this off. I'm also having a Inktober sale in November for you guys, but for Patreons, I have a current sale going on that basically if you are a Patreon, you get an extra percentage off of all 2018's Inktober. In November, that's when I'm going to put it publicly, and you guys won't get that major bonus as much as they do. So yeah, so if you want past Inktober shit from me, contact me early and say, hey, that picture with that girl holding a cupcake, I had to think of one of my own artworks. Do it. I want it. That's about it. Other than that,
Get
I do
it, business
D&D
page.
stuff.
Business. All right,
Page.
and I'm Trav, the GM for Cyberpunk Red, and an amateur streamer, YouTuber, entertainer, voice actor, fucking lazy boy. You can catch me at Mr. Trav on Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and pretty much everywhere else except for Twitter, which is Trav VA, because I'm still kidding myself about that one. Speaking of, if you'd like to see an awesome project that I'm a part of, you should check out Cybernautica Pod on Twitter or cybernauticapod.com. Cybernautica is an awesome audio drama about a tabletop that is currently in creation by Damien and our friend Oz here, as well as other people, obviously. But these are the ones that are here. Damien is also doing the audio drama himself, and it is it's basically what did they? Yeah. So yes, Cybernautica. I forget what he says. Yeah. Well, Cybernautica Pod, but it's like.
Breakwall?
Because it's not technically cyberpunk, it's like aquapunk. That's what they call it.
Oh, okay.
Aquapunk.
I mean,
Aquapunk is
it's
the word that
it's still cyberpunk.
It is still cyberpunk, but it's like the whole premise is that it is a city on the water with a bunch of nautical themed corporations. My first thought when thinking of it is BioShock, but it's not underwater. Yeah. But it is very naval. It's very cool. There are fish people and robots and assassins. So you should check it out because I voice a very annoying character on there. And you can check it out. It's super awesome. The voice talent is amazing. And it's definitely worth the look into. But other than that, yes, that's all I got going for me. I've been streaming quite a bit recently. So if you like video games and all that stuff, twitch.tv/Mr. That's it for me, and I guess for the rest of the cast. So, I hope you guys had a good night, and I hope you continue having a good night. Make sure to stay hydrated, take breaks, stand up, stretch, all that good stuff. And we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
And also, thank you to Nick Morgan, our stream boss.
Yeah!
We don't have a reward, so let's make one up. Should we do like a punk song about
Like
Nick
a
Morgan,
high
just totally
five.
improvised?
Should we just I don't know, compliment him like he's not in the room? Oh man, that Nick Morgan's so cool. I love him. He's great.
Nick
so
Morgan
funny.
is hilarious. Yes.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
He's an excellent contributor and troll.
Yeah. Yeah, he's great.
I like the way
at
that
once.
Nick Morgan is Nick Morgan.
Yeah, he makes snarky comments with pretty solid timing given the lag of I feel like in person he would be like real on the ball.
I like his really weird art suggestions when he buys artwork for me. Didn't know I was gonna draw a guy in horse armor.
I like that. I thought he was a prison inmate for the first year of knowing him.
I
You
also
suspected.
yeah.
We didn't know. We speculated.
Yeah, we were like, we're pretty sure it was a joke, but at the same time, we were like
Like,
we
was
wanted
it?
to believe the story more than we
really
actually
did.
wanted to question
There
it.
was definitely an inside joke between all four of us going
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, he's in prison watching
you
us still. Like,
Speak
in prison?
speak for yourself. I 100% thought he was in prison.
I knew he couldn't be because I sent him artwork, so.
And also Nick Morgan has been an excellent supporter of the Shadowcasters Network for years now.
Yeah.
Since,
So-
like, I mean, he was a supporter
He was
on
around from the
Join the Anarchy
beginning,
since like
season
episode
1.
2. Like,
That's why,
like if not
years.
episode 1. Yeah,
Years. So
Years.
thank you very much. We love you.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Please. We love you.
See,
Just
here's the
keep,
thing.
just stay.
Nick-
it wouldn't be the
Nick-
same without you in chat.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nick Morgan and many other people, but Nick Morgan right now. They're at the point with us where we've known them for so long that if it seems like we're being mean, it's just because it's them.
Yeah. They
Awesome.
know that we love him.
You know what?
Yeah,
I really
absolutely.
like this. I really like this. Like, let's compliment the like, just go on a compliment round with the
Compliment the
stream
stream
boss at the
boss.
end.
Yeah,
I think
I love
that's
it. Yeah,
that'd be
nice.
great.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
the positivity. All right. Well,
Yeah.
much love. to all of our
Absolutely.
viewers as well, and to everybody who supported
yeah.
the show
100%.
while and contributed to the
Yes.
demise of this stream boss. And
Yes.
yeah.
And anybody who hasn't given us any support monetarily, you just hanging out and watching is
That's support
awesome. So
enough.
And
thanks.
Yeah, that's
spreading the
great.
word. Spreading the word in
Spreading the
particular
word.
is very important.
Tell your dad about my Instagram.
Go outside, shout it at random kids, shout at the rooftop, tell them about Shadowcasters Network.
Punk's
Shadowcasters.
not dead. Punk is not
Specifically.
dead.
You know, we
Punk's
should also
not.
think if we've ever, if you've never seen our faces and this is the first time watching and you're actually still here, even though it's 12:33.
Hey, good job.
hi. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good going.
Lurkers. To our
Nice,
lurkers.
dude.
Thanks. And,
To our lurkers.
Yeah.
To
you know
our
what,
lurkers.
yeah, no, and hey, if you were only able to catch some of our show, always go check out our YouTube, youtube.com/ShadowcastersNetwork, where you can basically watch all of the video of demand of every single actual play we do, and you can be caught up on whichever show tickles your fancy.
Totally.
You could
And
even
this-
go
yeah.
to fucking season 1 of Join the Anarchy and then see how much we've gotten better at season 2.
Yeah.
I would prefer you start with season 2, because
Before
that
you
way
start
season 1
season two,
becomes
yeah.
bearable.
Season one's crazy. Paige looked like a completely different
look,
person.
Season
I
one.
know,
Here's the
right?
thing. Let me be clear. Season 1 is great roleplay wise and story wise. All of that was great. It's the
yeah.
technical.
difficulties are
It's
fun.
just
Yeah.
Hey,
there's stuff
Yeah, we
about
definitely-
season
we've
1 that
grown.
I'm happy
Hey,
to change to season 2.
this outro is longer than the episode was. Hey, so you guys all
Let's
have
shut up.
yourselves a wonderful
From that.
night.
Let's let everybody go to bed and do their own shit.
Bye.